Hello, everyone. Guys, we got new shit.
We have
a new computer that's specifically designed for... we don't have... You have a
Yes.
new computer that is designed specifically for streaming.
It's true.
We have a new mouse that
Yes.
Matt Palmer apparently thinks is weird, so he doesn't want to use it.
I do think it's weird.
Yeah, I'm just wearing my glasses, which I've had for like almost 2 years now. But this is probably one of the... No, I wore them for the Miley...
Oh, did you?
Thing. I think this is the first time I'm wearing them for a podcast stream.
Well, I love that. How are we all doing,
How's everybody
everybody?
doing?
I hope well.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fixing my hair a lot this podcast because I got caught in the rain.
Oh, well, that's
so
okay.
it's doing weird things.
I think it looks great.
We'll see.
We shall see.
Right now, it's looking okay. I think it's gonna droop soon, or frizz soon, or do whatever it does soon.
Who's here?
Everyone, Juan.
Juan.
Is that my boyfriend Juan,
I
or
don't-
are you
I
in another one?
I think it's a different one. We have Mama Steele, McKenna,
Hello, mother.
Gianna, Jake,
Jake,
Yazzie.
Yazzie.
How are we all doing this Sunday? I almost was like, what day is it? But it's Sunday.
It's Sunday. It
That's
doesn't feel
the
like a
day.
Sunday because I didn't work last night, and I usually work Saturday nights, so it feels a little different for me. Happy
Yes.
Tortured Poets Week! I know
It's
we're
very
excited.
true.
We're excited and scared.
I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's good.
Who knows what bombshells he's gonna drop on us?
Right.
Yeah. I'm mostly scared because it's like I imagine we're gonna be done reacting. I'm gonna be halfway home, and then it's gonna be like, surprise! She released a second album.
Well, she does love to do that.
Yeah.
That's her favorite thing to do.
Hello, Jay.
How are we all doing?
Everyone good?
I hope everybody's good.
Yeah. Love the NYU sweater. Just got it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, thank you.
We just got in.
Oh, just got
You got in? Did
Oh
you?
my gosh!
I can't read that because there's a heart in the way.
There's a heart. I think they might have just gotten in.
Oh my God!
That's so
Show me
exciting.
congratulations. We both went to NYU.
We did.
Yeah,
It's true.
We are much older than you.
I wouldn't say much.
I would say much at this point. I would say much.
I guess
this
you're right.
point.
If you just got into college.
I probably started NYU before you started kindergarten.
Okay, let's not do
How
math.
Is that math correct?
I
in
bet
minutes?
it is. I don't want to do it. I don't think it's any of our business.
Okay.
When we got into NYU versus when Shomik got in, but we're excited for you.
We're excited. Yeah. What are you studying, Shomik?
Yes.
Yeah.
Second live I was able to make. Troy, welcome back. I love that.
Wow.
This is all very exciting, guys. I don't know if you can tell from where you're sitting, where you're watching the stream, but we have really upped our fucking live stream game, and it looks like it's going well so far. It makes me happy because I purchased a whole new fucking computer tower for this.
It's real. It's like glowing different colors.
Glows,
It's like a
babe.
neon
it's
room.
kind of exhausting. Like I don't need it to glow. We'll talk about it.
Exhausting
in the podcast.
to look at?
Yeah, I don't want it to glow. I don't need it to glow.
Okay.
Personally, for
I mean,
me,
you don't have to look at it.
I know, but I know it's here. You know.
Okay. I mean, it's not like the room is like a sort of like neon color,
Right.
which I fucking hate. When people like, no offense to anyone who does this to their rooms, but like when people are like, "Ooh, look at my new room setup," and it's like purple lights and everything, I'm just like, I hate that. Like,
Yeah,
if there's
mean,
one thing I don't want my home to be, it's like purple lights.
It just seems like it would be cool for a minute, and then I would get over it.
yeah.
And then I'd be like, okay, I want it back to normal.
So I'm kind of like, if like a club is this, then like, okay, whatever. But like, I want my home to feel just
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to feel like my home's a club, which I
Yeah.
think is okay.
Sure, but you know, if that's your thing, go for
Yes.
it. Oh, you're studying business. You got into
Oh,
Stern
that's
for me.
exciting.
Congratulations. That's a great school.
That's very
That's
exciting.
a phenomenal business school.
People are
Congratulations.
very excited about your glasses. Montrez, hello. Ambria says the glasses are cute.
Thank you. I'm wearing them in honor of Shamika studying business.
That's beautiful.
I look like someone who understands any of the classes that would happen in a business class.
Oh, and I'm glad. Look, I'm making sure that the fucking the new thing for the chat box works. I want to make sure the chats are getting into the video in this cute way, and they are.
It's really adorable.
I'm glad it's
really
adorable because I was like, the big blocks are fine, but they kind of take up a lot of space, and like, there's
Sure.
got to be a cuter way to do this. And
Yeah.
I'm glad it did.
You look like a lead role man rolling a rom-com.
Yes.
Do I look like the guy in the Push the Button video by the Sugar Babes? Which that song's been in my head
Good
all
for
fucking
you.
week.
Good for you.
Thank you for introducing me to Chappell Roan because Hot to Go and Good Luck Babe are bops.
I'm gonna be honest, and maybe I'll talk about this during the podcast. It took me a minute to get on the Good Luck Babe train.
Oh,
and
really?
I cannot get over it. It's so
Okay.
fucking good. But for some, like the head voice throughout the entire chorus was kind of throwing me.
Oh,
but I'm on board now completely.
Yes, mother, my eyes are okay. I just wanted to give them a little rest and give the audience something new. You know what Matt Palmer always says? If a music video doesn't have costume changes, it looks cheap. So, like, if I don't
I do
occasionally
say
wear
that.
different eyewear for a 2Gay Matt stream,
Right.
then we look cheap. And we are not cheap.
We are not
We have
cheap.
it. Well, he has a new computer.
A new little chat
a
box
new
for
little
2Gay
chat
Mats.
box, like
Oh, your Aunt
my
Mickey's
aunt
on.
is here.
Oh, yay.
Hello, Aunt Mickey. She's gonna be. My whole family's gonna be here.
I love that.
I know. My aunt moved to Arizona like a year ago.
Wow.
To be with my cousin who lives out there.
Well, if you're in the LA area for some
Yes,
reason on May 4th.
May 4th, come see our live show.
See our live show at the Lyric Hyperion. There's a link probably in the info section.
Is there a link in the info section?
I don't think there's a link in the chat box, but I think there is a link in the info section.
Yeah.
It's
Who's bought tickets?
Yes. Isaac has. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Matt. Can't stay long, just joining to yell at Steele for not liking Ya. I don't dislike Yaya. I like Yaya. It's just definitely like not in my top half on the album.
Right. How do you feel about Taylor's album coming out this week? I think it's wild. I am excited. I'm nervous. That's half the reason why I was like, if I'm going to get a new streaming setup, we should get it now because we're going to be on Twitch, y'all.
Yeah. For those of y'all here now, we are live streaming our Taylor reaction on Twitch.
Yes.
So twitch.com/2gameads.
Twitch.tv.
Twitch.tv.
/2gameads.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Yeah, because our live streams have been taken down in the middle of the listening party.
Yeah, the last couple of times on YouTube. So we're going to try Twitch. Twitch seems to work for other people, so why shouldn't it work for us?
I know. Yeah. And we already have a Twitch account, so we might as well use it.
Oh, Matt is more ripped than I thought. Haha, he's been wearing long sleeves in a lot of the lives. All right, look at you, ripped.
I thought, I try my best. I wouldn't say ripped. I would say that I do push-ups occasionally.
I think we're both fit. Like we're both in the fit category. We're not fit. Jacked.
Yeah, we're not jacked.
Because who has time?
I don't.
Who has time to get jacked?
I truly have no desire to be jacked because I know that however many years from now when I'm an old man, it might look a little weird. And also, I don't think a jacked body fits my personality.
I think it just, for me, it would take so long, and I would rather not. Also, I don't want to buy a bunch of new clothes.
Oh my God,
really jacked. I assume you have to get a whole new wardrobe, and
you also have to maintain that. So I don't want people being like, "Oh my God, you look so damn hot right now." And then 15 years later, when I haven't maintained it, they're just like, "Ooh, you were hotter 15 years ago." I want to keep going up and up and up.
Yes, exactly.
Until my last breath will be my hottest moment.
That's the thing. So far, I feel like we're on that right trajectory.
I'm gonna be 120 years old, and people will be like, that was his peak right there."
The way to do that, by the way, is just start out your 20s with horrible lighting in any video you may post on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
And then as you get older, make the lighting better.
Yeah.
Because man, our lighting's great now.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good now.
Yeah.
Lana was amazing. Oh, someone was asking. We're not super Lana people, but I'm happy the Lana people are happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about.
Don't know much about her. Are you near Super Vinyl? Beyonce signed records yesterday. I think we saw that on Friday. I think Chris, our friend from the Discord, alerted us, but we had work. We can't, drop. I mean, as much as we love to drop everything for Beyonce, I can't drop everything for a signed vinyl. I don't even have a record player.
Yeah, I know. Where would you put it?
I don't know. Like on that table, maybe, or maybe somewhere in the living room so it could be heard more. See that little table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also put a little table, a little square table
yeah.
right there. That'd be cute.
I mean,
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not. I just know that it would I would sink so much money into getting all the vinyls that I would need to feel like my collection was complete.
Yeah.
Please put the link to the Twitch on the community post. We will. With the night of, we'll have a post on that community page that'll be like, hey, the Twitch is here. The link to our Twitch is here. Watch us react to Taylor. Yeah, and if you can't join us on Twitch, you can go to patreon.com/2gameads and you will be able to see the full live stream there when we post it. Yes. Yeah. Afterwards. Soon thereafter. And the edited one will probably be up on the following Monday. And don't you want that bonus content? Don't you? Don't you? Have you guys heard the new Billie snippets? We have not. No, I'm kind of trying to stay away. I don't like a snippet. I would rather wait till the full thing is out. I accidentally heard a little bit of the Dua snippet. Oh, how is it? Of the new single. It sounds like a Dua song. It's good. Right. I'm like, yeah. But I didn't realize what it was until I was halfway through the snippet. And I was like, no, shit. I was supposed to have this be a surprise for the listening party. That's okay. When Mariah puts out snippets, I listen to all of them, whether or not we're going to react. Because, I can't hold back. You can't hold that back. Come on. Absolutely. It's like when people... write in the Discord and they have it spoiler tagged. I'm like, I'm clicking on every spoiler tag. Sure, yeah. I just must. I'm too curious. The Twitch ads are going to kill me. Oh, does Twitch have a lot of ads? I didn't know that. Okay, well. Please give Lana a chance. Do an album reaction. We reviewed Born to Die. Yes. A couple years ago because it was a patron requested video. Yes. And so that's the video of that is on our Patreon. Absolutely. And I think that's the only Lana video we've ever made. Yeah. But we like Born to Die. We both like Born to Die. Yeah, Born to Die was good. Yeah. I liked Off to the Races, I recall. Off to the Races you really like. I'm a big fan of The Lucky One. I think that's a beautiful song. I don't know that one. Steele, I'm watching Dune and I'm trying my hardest to understand, but my brain heard no. That's funny.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Hey, BBs. Hey, Juan. Oh, that's my Juan.
That's your Juan.
Juan,
Hello,
where have
welcome.
you been?
I know, welcome back.
I've been lonely these cold, hard
Oh my
nights.
God, look what we're doing.
Joker reaction steal. The trailer's great. I think the trailer's really good. That last shot, I know people online, it's, I guess, basic at this point to like go gaga over that final shot at this point where she puts the lipstick on the glass and he like moves into it. But like, it's a cool shot. Like, I'm sorry.
I love
the return of Juan.
Yes.
I was surprisingly tuned into Coachella for the K-pop stages this year. They stole my attention. Oh, that's awesome.
That's very cool. Yeah. Did you all hear Sabrina's new song? It's great. I haven't heard it yet.
I did. I like it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great. I also want to hear the new Chloe single, Boy Bye, because I've heard snippets of that, and it's really good. So I want to hear the whole thing.
Isn't Ariana's song called Boy Bye?
I think hers is just called Bye.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, different songs.
Sure. Like, you know the feeling when you accidentally fall asleep for 30 seconds and spend the rest of the movie trying to understand what you missed? That's me, except I've been awake the entire time. I'm always scared of that, like, in movies that are sort of like high concept or like sci-fi. It's just like, oh no, if I miss this one part, then I'm not gonna understand anything. Right. I think you'll get it. By the end, it's pretty easy to get. Oh, thank you, Ambria.
Thank you, Ambria. That is very kind. Just on a normal Sunday. Well,
I guess Sunday. What do we do? It's the glasses.
It's the glasses. We updated our
the stream looks great.
The stream looks good.
Does the stream look any more special than it usually does?
Think
besides the box?
I hope it does. It should.
Is the box like part of the? That wasn't from the new computer. You just did
I just did it myself. I love the little designing moment.
Oh my God. I'm still stuck on Cowboy Carter. I mean, I listened to it on the way up.
I mean, how could you not be?
You guys look wealthy tonight. Didn't someone in California just win the Powerball?
Oh, we can't say.
Girl, if I won the Powerball, you would all fucking know.
You would not know if I won the Powerball. But you would probably notice that, like, oh, Matt doesn't seem to have a day job anymore. But I would not tell anyone. No. That's you. Also, you shouldn't tell people publicly if you do win the Powerball one day.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't.
Yeah. Because people are going to come for you for money.
But I mean, one day when I'm like as famous and powerful as Taylor Swift, they'll know I'm a billionaire.
They will know.
So
they will know.
But we look rich today. We look wealthy.
Maybe I assume it's the stream.
It's the New York University.
Right. It's like if y'all paid for that.
Oh, he paid for that.
Yeah, you did too.
I'm still paying.
Still paying.
Still paying for it because I am not wealthy.
Stream looks great. What computer is it? Oh, it's the whatever the cheapest, like, it's so funny because it's a gaming computer, but it's like, I'm not gaming, but it's streaming computers need the same kind of graphics cards as gaming computers do. It's called the Nebula. And
they're not sponsoring this podcast.
They're not sponsoring this podcast, but I'm just going to look it up for you just in case. But as far as like SkyTech Gaming Nebula is the name of the computer.
Beautiful. Love the new chat box. I can't say enough. I mean,
oh, thank you so much.
That's a nice surprise.
Didn't take a long time for me to make it, but I was just like, I feel like our chats don't look as cute as I want them to look.
No, we want to look cute. I mean, we're wealthy now, apparently.
We are wealthy. It's true.
If I won the Powerball, I would never tell anyone, but there would be signs.
Exactly. Same. People love the new look of the chat. Okay, I didn't even know people cared so much.
I mean, I think it's adorable.
I'm so glad y'all like it. Hey, Vinny.
Hello, Vinny.
It's our Discord friend.
I know.
If you want to talk to Vinny all day long, go to patreon.com/2kmatch and join the Discord.
All day long.
Not all day long. He's busy.
Yeah. Still, you look very good with glasses. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone listen to the new Willow Smith single? I thought it was very good.
I didn't know she put out a new single.
I didn't either. I love her. Ricardo, hey boys, I love the new look. Glasses and a pink bubble. We're getting classy. Yes. We are trying to give class.
It's a sophistication.
Ambria says 100% because of the new chat box. I'll take it. I will take it.
I'm surprised. Thought you were an Apple exclusive guy.
I am, but truly everything you read online is like, if you want to stream, you need a PC. And I have not bought a Windows computer.
All right.
Olaf, please.
Olaf, we love you.
We love you, but
girl,
no.
We need to send you to the doctor.
I know. In the words of B, I care. When is Juan joining the Discord? Oh, Lord. Here we go. See, at the Juan
wow,
you get.
Juan. You know what?
It takes so little time to get Juan back on his bullshit.
You know, Juan is on it. Juan is always on it, and that's what I appreciate.
I know. Everybody is dropping, and everybody is touring. I cannot keep up.
It's exhausting.
I've watched you since the white wall with the Janet photo, which, by the way, just so we're clear, all those photos are still to our right.
Yeah, they're right here.
They're right over there.
Yeah.
I can't show you, but just believe me.
What, you're not going to take your whole monitor or like the whole camera?
You know I'm not. You know I'm not. Guys, looking forward to new Janet Jackson always. I heard someone say that apparently she announced she's going on tour and putting out a new album this year, and I would love that.
Can you guys do a New York show? I would love to.
I would love to do that. That's a goal. That's
preferably on Broadway.
Okay.
Let's fill the Helen Hayes Theater.
Okay, I don't know.
That's the smallest Broadway
theater.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
It's still like 600 seats.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't. We're not there yet, but you know what? I'm gonna make more clips of the podcast and put them on TikTok, and people will know.
Oh, when we're TikTokers, then we'll really be able to.
Are we not TikTokers now?
Girl, I don't know. You're the one that does that TikTok.
Well, it's over.
I don't know what a TikToker is at this point.
I think it's if Frank Ocean drops, I'll know for sure that the world is ending in 2025. That's funny. Did anyone else watch the Olivier Awards tonight?
Oh, no, but I saw some of the winners. Have you both seen any of the Coachella shows? I saw Sabrina and enjoyed it. I did not watch any of the Coachella shows. I just saw a little bit of Chappell Roan.
Yeah, I saw a little of Chappell.
Mariah sounded great in Vegas. I saw some of the Mariah in Vegas clips. I love my all where she's just sitting on the couch.
I know it. I know
it's like, you better never get up, girl.
She sounds great. She looks great. And the set list is so fucking good. Like her... Like doing Looking In. She's not done Looking In.
Oh, fuck me. Looking In. You know I'm all about Looking In.
It's your song. She was up there. She has a whole butterfly medley. She has a bit of Baby Doll. Excellent.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you guys cry when they heard the OJ news?
No. Cry?
No, I didn't. I mean, I would never wish harm or death on anyone.
Sure.
But I didn't cry.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of Billie's new album, it's really interesting to see all the different release strategies. Dua Lipa has 3 lead singles. Meanwhile, Billie has given us nothing in advance.
It is interesting. Taylor's very much into like, you're going to hear the single when the album drops now. I just hope we figure out what the single is. Because I'm like, how did we know Anti-Hero was the single that night?
Just kind of...
I'll keep an eye out.
I think she didn't put out a video that night, did she?
I don't remember.
Maybe she might have.
She might have. All right. Well, then that's how you know.
Yeah.
Olaf also said that Obsessed and So American are both top 3 on Guts. You know, I appreciate all opinions. And I need to listen.
This is 2 Gay Mats.
That's
if
true.
you got a hot take, give it to us.
It is now the time.
Shout it out. This is what we do on our channel and in our lives. We're just people who just scream hot takes to each other.
We really do. I need to listen more to So American to decide, because people really do love it. And I just haven't heard it enough.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to those bonus tracks.
I haven't either.
Yeah,
and I love that
Beyonce
one.
came out right now.
I mean, that's the thing. When Beyonce comes out, she kind of takes over everything.
I'm sorry, Olivia.
Mariah's voice sounded amazing. Absolutely. Did you see Katy Perry teasing something? Yes, apparently that album is coming.
Oh.
Lunch will be the Billie single after. Okay. The Bryson Tiller transition into Shake It Off. Mimi is mixing it up. Yes, I love. That's the thing. As I, have some shit to say about Daniel Moore as far as being a co-writer, but as a musical director, he is excellent, and they work really well together. And I love that she's saying "Your Girl." I love "Your Girl" on Emancipation.
Your Girl's
and
great.
The whole theme of the show. I guess I won't be saying this on the podcast. I'm saying now, but the whole theme of the show is like kind of built around the memoir a little bit, like a lot of audio clips.
I love
like
that.
The transition clips are clips.
Beyonce who?
I know, and it's like told in her. It's the closest we're getting to a Mariah musical.
I love it.
And she like tells the story from the beginning through Emancipation. Not really much after that.
Matt Steele, let's get colorful with your top, girl. Girl, I have red hair. I will be in autumn colors until the day I die. Yeah. Autumn colors, maybe a lavender.
Maybe a lavender.
You do not want to see me in a neon, okay?
I bet you look better than you think you do.
No.
In like a neon.
I mean, sure. Like
yeah.
I don't look dreadful, but like I know what colors suit me.
Yeah, that's good.
A ginger with a certain, skin tone.
I feel like luckily, no judgment. We love everyone. I don't really have many like colors I can't wear.
And you paint with the colors of the wind.
I do. I feel like there are many colors of the rainbow that I feel
that work for you.
Work for me. Yeah.
Not everyone has that.
Not everybody has
Please
that.
Please acknowledge your privilege.
I am acknowledging.
Okay.
Yes, I am acknowledging my privilege there.
I look good in if I do go near a red, it has to be like a rusty red.
I can see that.
Or like if I go near an orange, it has to be a rusty orange. Yellow, it's never gonna work. Yellow's never gonna work.
That's funny. And they didn't blah blah blah. Also, if anyone is interested, Ludmilla is a great Brazilian artist who's performing in Coachella, and Beyonce did do her intro. There was like an introduction that was an audio clip of Beyonce introducing her, which I thought was very cool.
I love that.
I love that too.
I was thinking like my car on the way up, I was listening to Cowboy Carter, and I was like, who are fun people Beyonce could collab with on the rock album? Not necessarily rock people. And I'm like, what if, because Mariah like has written some rock songs.
She has.
What if Beyonce and Mariah collab on like a rock song?
I mean,
it'd be so random.
It would be so random, but any Beyonce Mariah collaboration, I'm all behind. So absolutely.
Well, but then I started thinking about like, okay, who are like real rock people that would get Matt Palmer excited? And I was like, what if she collabs with Rob Thomas?
That'd be amazing, but I don't feel like his stuff is hard enough if we're going. I don't know. I think of him as like soft rock, and maybe she's gonna paint with all the colors like she did with country, and maybe that'd be okay. But I really want a Paramore Beyonce track, or at least Haley Williams jumping in. Like
Beyonce with Paramore. Beyonce likes Paramore.
Absolutely,
Beyonce likes Haley Williams.
The meme online of black people love Paramore is a meme for a reason. That girl Haley Williams can fucking sing.
Some stereotypes are based on truth. Okay,
they are
statistics.
Because you can't tell me that girl can't sing her fucking face off. Haley Williams is unbelievable. I can't pull off pastels. The early 2010s with millennial pink and baby blues were rough for me.
I can do a light pink. I can do a pastel pink. I can do that.
Yeah. Lenny Kravitz would be a great collab.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz is on there. Get out of here.
Of course.
Yeah, he's absolutely on there.
In my Delulu mind, Beyonce sticks with the Disney girls and collabs with Demi Lovato. That would be fun. Demi can sing.
I heard it might be all women for rock. Sure.
Alanis.
Oh my God.
She has covered You Ought to Know. It would not be outside.
You Ought to Know is on that album.
I mean, she already has a version of it on streaming at the I Am Sasha Fierce show she did.
Oh, okay.
That mashup of If I Were a Boy into You Ought to Know.
She likes Alanis. I mean, everyone likes
Alanis. I know who doesn't. Who fucking doesn't?
Are we going to talk about the Drake drama? Because I tried to watch a video about it, but then I just didn't care enough. So if you guys could give me a condensed version. There's Drake drama?
There is, and I don't care either.
Okay.
I don't care either.
Only Drake drama I know is he got shot on Degrassi.
Right, on Degrassi.
And that was drama, girl.
That was a big day for you.
Petition for Matt Steele to wear something neon green. I have a lot of green.
There you go.
It's a nice forest green, though.
Janelle and Beyonce collab on Act 3 must be on there. Oh, that would be amazing. These are all good ideas. Because sometimes y'all have ideas and it's like, ooh, no, not that. But today's not like that. These are all good.
But the thing was with Beyonce, even if it's a bad idea on paper, she does it and you're like, okay, never mind, this is great.
I know.
Like if you were like, ooh, Beyonce and Miley.
Right, that's true.
I would, in my head, I'd be like, what?
Like, what are we talking about?
And then, oh, wait, it's like top 3 on the album.
God, that song's so good. And they just sound so good together. Who knew that was going to happen? I didn't.
Sabrina Carpenter just released the lead single to an album. I like Espresso. You guys are the last gays on earth who haven't gotten into Sabrina. We like Sabrina.
We like that album.
Yeah,
I love Because I Like the Boy is excellent
song.
Yeah, I like her. Degrassi, The Good Times. Renee Rapp brought out Kesha for her Coachella set and said, "Wake up in the morning." Like,
yeah, I saw that.
I thought that good for them.
Yeah, was very Janelle coded. Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Taylor this week, Challengers next week. We're winning. I really do think Challengers is going to be our first.
It's a great week for bisexuals.
It's true. Bisexuals. I do think that Challengers might be my first IMAX movie experience.
That's so wild.
I'm excited.
It's so insane.
I'm excited. Cool by Gwen Stefani, best music video of all time. I mean, we love Gwen. Those first 2 albums, and even the This Is What the Truth Feels Like album. I really like that album too. I have concern with her relationship, but the clips I've seen of No Doubt on the Coachella stage made me very like, oh, Gwen is still cool.
Gwen is cool.
You know? Dory, as a bisexual, I can confirm. Glad we have that confirmation.
What do we call it? Because we call and all of our fans Kathy's, but our straight fans Jamie's as well as Kathy's. What do we call our bisexual?
Straight male fans.
Straight male fans.
Yeah, straight women.
Oh, that's true.
Kathy's.
I guess, yeah.
And I guess, do we have any bisexual male fans? I guess they can choose to identify as a Jamie or a Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're Kathy, sometimes
they're Jamie. It just depends on the day.
Yeah, sometimes they play both roles when they do the production of the last 5 years in their shower.
Oh, don't we all?
No, I only do Kathy.
Oh, Jamie's got some great songs, though.
Yeah, but I don't sing them.
You just won't.
I just
out
won't.
Of protest.
No, it's just because Kathy's songs are better.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They are great. Olivia has been bringing out folk artists on her tour, so I wonder if her next album will be folk. For your first IMAX movie will be Challengers. Get off the floor, Marvel Studios. I mean, I'm excited for Challengers. I'm not terribly interested in Marvel stuff. No offense. No, I saw Black Panther and that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see it in IMAX, though.
I didn't. I saw it in regular.
Kathy.
Oh, Lord. I think the only Cathys are Michael Smith and Janie Stoller. The resident Cathys.
Yeah. I dive for Beyonce and Lenny Kravitz. Maybe put you into. Have you guys dived into IMAX? What? IMAX?
Versus IIE Max. Apparently, there's only 19 true IMAX screens across the country. The rest are just bigger screens, not true IMAX picture.
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm only a filmmaker.
I did know that like there were only certain screens that like were IMAX and had the same. I don't remember if it was the aspect ratio or what. For Oppenheimer, and the Chinese theater was one of them.
Oh,
there was only like a number of screens on the planet that were really
guys. Dolby's better.
He's a Dolby girl.
I'm a Dolby. I mean, I like IMAX in a pinch and everything. I'm obviously seeing, Civil War in IMAX this week and Challengers when it comes out in IMAX.
Right.
Because as ridiculous as it is that movie's coming out in IMAX,
I want to see it.
I'm seeing it.
Where do you go to see those IMAX movies? Because I was looking up
There's a bunch of theaters.
Are there?
Yeah, with IMAX. Yeah.
Right. I was looking. I guess maybe we're still a couple weeks out, so maybe I'm not seeing all the show times because I'm trying to plan this around my birthday. I'm like, should I have people for my birthday go see Challengers in IMAX with me?
Funny.
That'd be fun, right?
That's so great.
I would like that. You guys should watch WandaVision. I think you guys could like it. I think Matt Bridges was trying to get us to watch WandaVision.
Yeah, I haven't seen WandaVision, and I feel bad because a friend of ours wrote it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm always like, I should watch this. Actually, I have two friends who wrote it because Travis, my roommate, one of his best friends wrote it.
Oh, nice.
Well.
That's cool. I feel like all queer people fall under Cathys and just straight men are the only Jamies. Which, by the way, I think there are legit Jamies out there. I know for a fact, my friend Sarah, her husband, firefighter man, she's like, he listens to the episodes before I do. I'm like, really? Why does he get out of it? Why does he like it?
He gets entertainment out of it.
He does. But I just think it's interesting.
Civil War in the biggest IMAX in the country, and it still hits. Oh, just all Civil War. Did you like? So Jimmy, you liked Civil War? Great.
Oh, good. Being IMAX was wild. I'm sad I didn't see that. I should have seen that in IMAX. I didn't think. Why did I think Challenger was about the NASA space shuttle that exploded? Oh, babe. If you watch a preview, you'll see what it's about, and it looks great, and possibly a little gay. And Zendaya's in it.
Okay. Zendaya's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got sports.
Yes, that's why I'm going.
Yeah, I love tennis.
I love Serena Williams.
Yeah, not Venus.
I love Venus too.
Whoa,
I love the Williams sister.
Way to shit on Venus.
It was not shitting on
Venus. Was here first.
I know. Serena just came to mind first.
Wow.
Someone asked if we reacted to the last 5 years, the movie version on Patreon. I think we have a real video.
We have a video on our YouTube
of us reviewing because we went and saw that.
First day, bitch. First day. We were sitting together in the theater.
Of course, because how could we not? And it was excellent. Would you mind talking about the Lady Gaga comparisons when it comes to Chappell? Like, do you think it's accurate either now or on the pod? We could talk about it on the pod.
Yeah.
I hear what they're saying. Speaking of the last 5 years, did you hear the rumors this week? No. And Helping Tortured Poets sounds like Reputation, so I can hear y'all's thoughts.
It doesn't sound like Reputation.
I hope it sounds like Red. Or
I think it'll be a mix between Red and I don't think it'll be as like as folklore.
Right.
I don't know what this is.
Yes, I hear it.
So maybe a little more Evermore, but I assume it's going to be better than Evermore.
Guys, if you're not on the Patreon, you missed Matt Steele wrote a novel about Taylor Swift's discography to go along with a playlist he was sending his friend who was just getting into Taylor Swift. And, he really shook the table with some of those opinions. The Swifties had a lot of commentary.
I'm just explaining how I feel.
Yes.
Why I feel how I feel.
It's true.
The highs, the lows.
Yes. And everything in between.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, so you're going to react to Perry's debut single, Forget About Us, Perry from Little Mix. I was thinking maybe we could do something like that for Patreon at some point.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it won't be as boppy as Red. It won't have it's not gonna have a 22 on it, guys.
I mean, even if it's ballady, I want them to be like, of course we all want All Too Well, but even like, how I feel at fucking I Almost Do.
I Almost Do is so excellent.
I love
I Almost Do.
Yeah, they're just great. Like, and like, even if it's like title track of Red is great, there's just a lot of good musicality on Red.
Maybe Tortured Poets will have like a little bit of the acoustic State of Grace sound to it. I know.
I mean, every State of Grace is amazing.
State of Grace is so excellent.
It's a great song.
Did you guys see the solar eclipse? Nope.
I didn't. Well, no, because there was not a path of totality around here. So I looked out my window and it looked a little shadier.
All right.
Around that time. But yeah.
I did see a person say it sounds like Red combined with Reputation, which is the most bizarre. I don't anticipate any Reputation sounds coming off of this out. Did you see that cover?
Right.
That cover is like so sad.
Yes, I think it's going to be slow and sad, and I think that's great. Like, I'm excited for great ballads with great lyricism.
I'm trying to think of like what art the cover to me feels 90s-ish, like a 90s sort of adult contemporary 90s like sad moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a little Julie.
Oh,
I mean, Jules not like adult contemporary,
right?
But like, you know, like
that seems right.
I feel like like a girl that's like maybe that aesthetic a little bit.
This wave, as a bisexual and a fan of Janie, I'm claiming Kathy. All right, this wave, another Kathy.
All right.
Someone said that they were surprised you're both not at Coachella. What's your dream Coachella collab? We're not festival people. Like I will go to a concert, but like the idea of me going to a festival, it's like I need every artist at some point to be someone I want to see, and it's like I don't imagine a festival lineup ever having that. And I don't want to.
I'm not even a concert person.
Yes, I know.
I'm not a travel person. I'm not a trip person.
Right.
I'm not like a activity person. I like enjoying it from the comfort of my own home or while I'm bopping down the street. I don't. Yeah.
And I will say Matt Steele enjoys concerts in the way he enjoys theater. Like when we went and saw Mariah in Vegas, he sat there like.
I didn't sit there. I stood.
You stood, but like you were very still.
Oh,
and like
sure.
Looking at the show. And I'm like,
because I'm watching the show.
Sure, but like we can be excited, sing along, even lip along.
The thing that I like is not upsetting to me about concerts because I'm not upset, but it's kind of just like I feel like I have to perform how much fun I'm having.
Interesting.
And I don't like that pressure.
You don't have to perform, but just like you could. I don't think it's disrespectful to like engage in a.
But also, it's not natural in me to want to like do the engagement.
Okay, all right.
So like it would be a forced showing engagement.
Okay.
And that's performing engagement. And what are we?
I don't know. You were
the
gone.
only time the engagement to me at a concert is natural is when I saw the Spice Girls, because I was not just there for the concert. I was there to stand and be there for my girls.
Yes.
And so that's.
Right. And I generally go to concerts of people that like I really, really love. Like I went to Mariah, Kelly, and Beyonce last year, and it's like, yeah, this is the level of my love for them that I need to go.
Yeah.
See them in concert, you know? This album musically might have more varieties than Midnight's. Okay. I think that answered my question. That's funny. It's definitely going to be Reputation/Evermore.
I don't think Reputation.
And like y'all, if it is, we need y'all in the comments defending us because we're going to have some shit to say. And those Swifties who just came here are not going to be happy about it.
And if it is Reputation-y, then just like good predicting that, because I don't
see it coming.
I would never imagine that.
Also, have you seen Coachella? Lots of sweating, half-naked people that close is my nightmare. You know, some of those people don't wear deodorant, and so that's a big pass for me.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Do we think Wegmans is overrated? What's Wegmans?
The store?
Is that like a
grocery store?
It's
like a grocery store, like a big sort of grocery store. It's like Whole Foods times like 1,000.
Oh.
I didn't even know there were Wegmans still around. That was kind of like an early 2000s experience for me.
Yes, that was my experience with the Renaissance World Tour. I've been upset about it because I kind of let the social aspect of the show ruin my experience. Just depends on the day for me if I want to sing or just enjoy the show. That's the thing is like, I'm not saying you have to sing and like get involved, but I guess I just had not seen you in a concert environment. So I found it to be shocking. It was like polite. It was like when Mariah was in Tokyo Dome. I know I bring up Tokyo Dome every second, but she was like very much like, are you guys having fun? I can't hear you out there. And they're like, no, this is how we take in the show. So maybe if you move to Japan, you would fit right in.
I would fit right in there. Well, because it's like I want to watch the whole show and like I'm experiencing the whole show and I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
It's like how Celine Dion says, just enjoy the show. So I'm just enjoying the show.
Does she say that?
Yeah, when people, I think someone asked her once in an interview, like how do you feel about singers lip syncing, like at concerts or whatever? And she's like, just enjoy the show. Like there's more to the there's so much happening in a concert, and these people are putting on a big show for you. Just enjoy the show.
That's right.
You know, and it's just like, yeah, Celine, get them.
That is right. We just got a Wegmans in NYC and everybody's going up for it, but it's just a grocery store. I feel like that's kind of my thought on most grocery stores.
It was like a big thing in the early 2000s, like when my town got one. Not like a big thing, but like it was the thing when my town got one.
Yeah.
They give a lot of free samples.
Oh, I like that.
Or at least they did that at the time. I don't know post-COVID times if they're giving out free samples, but
back in the day.
Back in the day. There were so many things that people got excited about in the early 2000s that we take for such granted.
I know.
Now. Like a big grocery store in 2001, we were just like, oh my God.
Or like, I feel like this, was it soft serve or like those yogurt places, like a Pinkberry?
Oh man,
these were big deals.
I still get excited about Pinkberry.
Or like a Jamba Juice. I'm always more of a Smoothie King. You know, I love Smoothie King. I grew up with a Smoothie King.
We didn't have Smoothie King.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember being so pissed because like this was back when Janet Jackson was dating Jermaine Dupri, and there's a Smoothie King right by our school. And on like lunch breaks when people would go and like do whatever and like get Smoothie King, they were like, I saw Janet Jackson at Smoothie King. It's like, you don't even like her. I like her. You tell her hi for me. How did I not get to meet Janet Jackson?
All right, well, you should have gone to Smoothie King more often.
I was at school. I don't know. I was focused on my studies.
You should be focused on your smoothies.
I should have been focused on my smoothies.
Coachella seems less about the fan. It's so hard because there's a giant heart.
Fans now.
The fans now.
Yes. Bring back the excitement we all had for the iPhone 5C.
I know it's early, but do you think Zendaya could get Oscar buzz for Challengers? She's gotten a little bit of buzz, not like a huge. I mean, it's really early in the year, guys. Yeah. Movies that come out this early in the year like usually fade out a little. Though the past couple years, it's been more mid-year movies that have won Best Picture. Like Oppenheimer was July. Everything Everywhere All at Once was like I don't know, like May or
what a film. I love it.
Coda was May or June or something. So,
all right. So should we team Ariana or Lala? Ariana. This is Maddox from Vanderpump Rules. Okay. Lala sucks. Worst season she's had. Okay. What should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Oh, sorry. You might be further away than normal. Okay, you're fine.
All right, guys.
Hello?
It's a little different today. I'm wearing glasses.
Yes.
We have a new streaming computer.
We do. I bought an entirely new computer because just to make our streams a little bit better. And of course, we will be live streaming our reaction to the Taylor Swift album that comes out this Thursday, The Tortured Poets Department. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to buy a whole new piece of technology, maybe I should do it now.
Yeah, this is the time to make that investment.
Like if I did it 2 weeks from now, I'd be like, well, Taylor already happened, so what's the point?
I know. Yeah, exactly. And there are no other people. We're running out of people to live stream music about because everyone's been releasing in 2024. We're live streaming that Taylor reaction on Twitch, by the way.
Yes. So
if you have not joined our Twitch.
Yes. So if you want to see us live react to the new Taylor Swift album this upcoming Thursday at 9 p.m. Pacific, go to twitch.tv/2GayMadsCWO and you'll be able to watch us listen to it and enjoy it for the first time.
What does .tv mean? I can't tell you.
No way to know.
But we're Twitchers now.
We are Twitchers now. Oh, let me do the ad. Great. Maybe some people will see it, some people won't.
I know. I did a rewatch to see if I saw the ad, and I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well. What can I say?
Weird.
Sorry.
All right. Not because of her age, but because of Production 10's trends at the time.
What are we saying?
Originally came out. I don't know. I lost track of what. How gay will Challengers be? Gay kiss? I think there might be a gay kiss. Okay.
Oh, looks like the ad worked. Great. I might have accidentally added another ad.
Whoops. Oops, sorry about.
I thought it didn't work.
Listen.
That's okay. We're all trying to do our best with the ads.
You know, we got a pizza ad.
Yeah. Who doesn't like pizza? We're about to skip it.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, should we do it?
I think I start this week.
You can start.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Two Gay Mats podcast. It's Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And we are in the rumblings of Taylor Swift.
We are.
About to release. And so we're all a little on edge. We're all a little nervous, but still riding the high of Cowboy Carter.
Absolutely.
So it's very different from a normal Taylor release where it's like we're like scared and everything. But here we're like there's rumblings underneath an already high that we have.
Yes, it's all true. And I feel like we're rumbling because our taxes are due tomorrow. So everybody, if you're listening to this, the taxes are either due today or you're late. So I'm sure you've done that. I feel like our listenership, our viewership, are responsible folks.
The most responsible.
And I feel like I luckily got started a little earlier than I do every year. And I'm just happy to have it behind me now because there's just nothing more stressful than feeling like, did I get this fucking right? Like, am I doing this right? Especially now, 2K Mats is an LLC, so we have to do a whole nother thing about that. But it's like, I feel like I did do it right. And it's been an LLC now for 2 years or enough years that I've done the taxes for it before. And so now I'm like, I feel more confident that I'm not going to get audited, sued, thrown in jail.
Yeah, good for you. I don't want you in jail because who's going to sit next to me when we do this podcast? How did you do with your taxes?
I think I did okay. I mean, I'm all a TurboTax.
No, I'm not talking about like how you like physically did, but like, did you get money?
Oh yeah.
Did you get a return?
I did, yes, because my day job apparently they had taken too many taxes out for that year, and so
how does that happen? Don't they have calculations that automatically know how much to take out or not take out?
I am not going to be looking a gift horse in the mouth. I will be receiving that return and being like, thank you so much. It's going to a new computer to stream with. Thanks.
Taxes, the one thing in America where everyone is doing it, but no one understands what they're doing.
And it's like the worst part about it is that everyone says like, that the government actually knows how much you owe and they're just not telling you. It's like, why don't you just tell me? I will click a button. And
I will happily give it. Just like send me an email, give me a call and be like, hey, send us a check for this much money. And I'll be like, yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. I finished mine yesterday. I'm bummed that because every year I'm like, oh, I'm going to get these done in like February. It never happens.
I
know. But also because like every year, like there's a good like spreadsheet of all my write-offs and everything.
That's good.
But still I just wait till the last minute because I am me. But yeah, this was the first year I think where I owed. But the thing is I only owed federally.
Okay.
But I got a little bit of a return statewide.
Okay.
Which how does that happen? Like if there's an accountant out there that can explain that to me.
I know.
So yeah, so the amount I owed federally like was sort of negated by a little bit of my what I owed. I still owed more than I would want.
Of course.
But, I want to give the money to the people. It's all for you, ladies and gentlemen.
To quote a Janet Jackson album in 2001, I want to say, it's all for you.
It's all for you. The work I put in yesterday when I was doing my taxes, it's all for the people.
Is it all for the people? I feel like it's a bit for you.
For everyone listening.
Okay.
It went to their libraries or it went to their bridges. I don't know.
Yes.
It went somewhere that you can maybe benefit from. So, guys, you're welcome.
Okay. That's deal.
I am the person of the people.
Did you do anything else this week besides your tax?
I actually did.
Oh, let's hear about it.
On Thursday, I went with Ryan, famous director of Devos and director of Matt Palmer's music videos.
Yes.
We went to like a PGA mixer event thing to like chat with other PGA people,
That's
like
cool.
Producers Guild people.
Yeah.
And, there was like a little actors panel. So that was very fun. It was good to like hang out with Ryan and catch up and talk about like what we were doing and everything. And what else did I do besides my taxes? On Saturday, I went to my very good friend Megan's house. Her birthday is April 19th, and she sort of started a tradition where for her birthday parties, she has like a big performance where all her friends do something like at her house. She has an accompanist friend. She has a nice piano and everything. So last year we did a staged reading of Into the Woods. This year was a little bit of a smaller show. Yes. It was essentially just like a little cabaret of songs that we all like to sing in the shower. And so I did Adelaide's Lament, of course. I came with my props. I came with my book. I came with like a roll of toilet paper to be my little tissues and everything. And I was the opener of the show. So I got to, open the door, bust through the door and entertain the people. Not only do I give the people some money, I also entertain them as well.
I don't know why I was thinking this was just a rehearsal for that show and that you weren't really doing those shows.
No, I did the show. Yeah, well, the rehearsal was the previous week.
Oh,
that's what I went to last Saturday.
And that was after you came over to my house on that Saturday to rehearse for our live show.
I know. And you want to know something funny? So before I went to my friend Megan's, I came here and we did we rehearse for our show?
We sang our song.
We kind of just decided what we were going to do, put out an outline for it, which, by the way, if you're in the LA area, May 4th, we're doing a live show, a live podcast. Come and see us. Link is in whatever info section.
For sure.
And so we figured that out. And we also, there's going to be a song. And the funny thing is, the song that we are singing in the show was sung yesterday at the cabaret by two people, a pair of sisters, and so I was like, look at that. And there's a harmony part that I have to do that I'm kind of like, oh, this is a little challenging. And so I was listening to see if the one sister got it right, and like they both had incredible voices.
Really?
And so she absolutely nailed it. And so I told her, I was like, is there any secret to that harmony? And she's like, well, I just worked on it a lot.
And we got that voice note of you getting it right, so you can just keep listening to that. Pretend it's the melody. That's always what I do when I listen to
just
a
pretend
harmony.
Pretend it's the melody. Yeah. So we will see how that goes at the live show, May 4th, Lyric Hyperion, Silver Lake.
See you there.
Matt Palmer, what did you do this week?
I mean, it was a lot of doing my taxes. And then Jackson just came back from Ohio. He went there to visit family, but he also went because it was very close to the path of totality for the eclipse. And so he was there seeing the eclipse with his brother and his brother's family. And like, I saw so many cool pictures from there. And I kind of, for us, I looked outside around the time that it was happening, and we're very much not in that path. And I was like, oh, I guess I see a few more shadows. Like, I don't know. So I like went back to work. But yes, after he came back home, he was with his very young nieces. And so he got a little sick, as one is wont to do if you're around children for that long. And especially if you're not a parent, your body's not used to that kind of germage. And so he has been recovering. And so we had tickets to go see Funny Girl at the Amundsen on that Friday with some friends of ours. And he unfortunately could not make it.
No.
I know. And so I was texting. I was like, Matt Steele, are you available to come? He wasn't. I asked Janie. She wasn't. So we did find a fourth person because we didn't want the ticket to go to waste. And I've got to say, because I don't know if this is putting you on the spot, Matt Steele's very much like, I don't love Funny Girl.
I love some of the songs from Funny Girl, but the show itself, I've always been like, okay, it's not that I'm like, oh, I hate this, but I'm kind of just like, all right. I maybe went in with low expectations because I was like, okay, if Matt Steele doesn't love it and it's like a musical comedy, like these are things that like, that's not really my zhuzh personally. But the understudy who was performing as Fanny Bryce was so fucking unbelievable that I was like, she's hilarious. She can sing her face off. I mean, it's a phenomenal role. Regardless of how I feel about the actual show, the role is phenomenal. Obviously, it made Barbara Streisand a huge star.
Right. It felt like to me that the success of the show hinged on whether or not she was good.
Sure.
And she was out of this world amazing. And so I was just so happy to have such a great Fanny Bryce. And I'm like, how in the world were you an understudy? You must go on half the time because that role is so demanding. She's on stage. It's like watching, Elle and Mean Girls and Legally Blonde. It's like you're on stage the entire time.
I
know. So she just really fucking killed it. I cannot recommend it enough if you see that touring company coming by.
Any numbers that particularly jumped out at you besides obviously Don't Rain on My Parade?
I didn't know any of the songs. I didn't think. But then when they started singing People, I was like,
oh, of course.
I know People.
You know People.
I know People. And then also I'm the Greatest Star.
Oh, that's my song. Maybe. Because next year at Megan's birthday party, it's like Dream Rolls. Maybe I could do I'm the Greatest Star.
You could.
I love I'm the Greatest Star.
That was a great song. Oh. It was a great song, great moment in the show. I just enjoyed it more than I thought I would. You know how I feel about an old-timey musical. But this didn't feel like that to me. It's
not that old. It's only 1964.
Feels old to me.
That's not old, girl, in the grand scheme of
things. When was Carousel?
Carousel is 1947.
Okay, great. So now I'm seeing the jump. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so should we jump into the news for idiots?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, to all of the gays, ladies, young people who are out at Coachella, I hope you're having a great time. Weekend one I assume is wrapping up as we're recording this podcast. And I unfortunately didn't get a chance to watch a lot of it. I was hoping that they would record this and put it up, but I guess the whole point is it's live streamed. You have to be watching it live on YouTube if you want to see the performances. But I heard and saw from the clips that No Doubt performed and apparently did an incredible job. I love No Doubt. I think they have such a great discography. Gwen Stefani has a great discography of her own, but that band I grew up with, and so seeing them on stage performing a Don't Speak, a Spiderwebs, it would be very exciting for me. And I love that she brought on Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, it's great.
For what song was it? It wasn't Spiderwebs. It was... Oh, I don't remember whatever song. It was Bathwater from, it was Bathwater. And she sounded good, even though it was a little low for Olivia. But I loved that Olivia, dressed up as 90s Gwen. I thought that was so cute. But the big story out of Coachella, at least for the gays on Twitter, is that Chappell Roan is a fucking star. And thank you all to everyone in the Discord who pushed us to get into Chappell Roan, because my God, the thing is that album is so excellent, and Good Luck Babe took a minute to grow on me, I think because of the head voice of the chorus all the way through, but it's stuck in my head all the time these days. And so her music is so great and so solid and so fun, and then you see her on stage and you're blown away.
And you kind of just see her now and you're kind of just oh, there's so much potential for so much, because she is she's so out there where it's where you're kind of just oh, she has so many more interesting things in her,
right?
But she's not so bizarrely out there that it's oh, at some point she's going to be completely unrelatable. It's no, she's a good mix of we're gonna just be great, solid, interesting pop stuff for a while.
And it's and we're not sacrificing vocal ability for the good of just putting on a great show
or songwriting.
No, that's I feel for most artists you've got to kind of be a little better at one thing than the other. And for her, it's like, I guess she's not like Britney as far as a dancer goes, but everything else.
But that's what I love about like the Hot to Go video is that
video.
like the dancing is so just like like clunky in a sort of way. It's so because she has such a great sense of humor, you can tell, and I think that is sort of like what makes her stand out from like different younger pop stars, like a Tate McRae, who's like such a polished dancer, and she's also not like a little like serious like Billie Eilish or anything like that, you know. So I think her sense of humor is kind of like what sets her apart from other young pop girlies these days.
And there was like a viral tweet or two after her performance where some gays were like, oh, the last time I was this excited about a new artist in pop, it was Gaga in 2008. And those comparisons, I feel like they are very different kind of artists, but I do get that point of view. Like, this is clearly someone who didn't just like find herself in a studio one day and start singing. It's like she has spent her life building up to this moment. So the fact that she's knocking it out of the park in all of these different categories is really exciting. And she's
done her homework. She's done her she's studied the book of pop.
Yes.
And knows what she's doing and has a deep love and respect for it.
Absolutely.
You know, she's not just like, oh, I'm a pretty girl and I tried this thing.
Right.
You know.
And now I think Good Luck Babe is like maybe 25 on the Spotify charts. Red Wine Supernova is in the top 100, as is Hot to Go these days. I feel like we're watching the breakthrough of a pop star, and I'm just very excited that it's her.
And I'm excited because it's like the breakthrough of a pop star that like, and you know, not to like sound like haughty or self-serious or anything about like, yeah, the gays are the best or whatever, but it's like, it's the first time in a while that sort of like the gays are like our opinions are being heard and we're like, no, everyone listen to this person, please. Like sort of like this is a pop star being propelled by the gays first, which hasn't happened in a little while.
I know. Usually we gays are like keeping people afloat, you know, after they've peaked.
Yeah.
But with Chappell, it's like, if you watch this girl, if you hear these songs, it's just undeniable.
Yeah. I will say like do like New Rules for a while was like the gays were like, no, everyone listen to this, like lifting the mighty rock, like trying to push it. And then after many months of that song being out, it finally like became big in the mainstream world and everything.
I'm like, do music videos have that impact anymore? Like, it doesn't feel like New Rules was that long ago now, but that music video changed truly everything.
That music video is so excellent.
And it made her a superstar for good reason.
Yeah.
So, long story short, Chappell Roan is a star, and I'm so glad that the world is going to fall in love with her, which I believe is happening as we speak, and it's just exciting to see.
Yeah, it's just nice knowing, because it's not like she's like the biggest thing yet. No. But like there's just like a feeling and there's a momentum there that I haven't really experienced with like a new pop girl like in quite some time.
I know.
Yeah, because like it seems like Billie just burst onto the scene right away. Olivia burst onto the scene right away. Like there wasn't like that sort of exciting buildup of like, oh no, we're the first ones here to experience this.
Exactly. I was late to the Billie train. We were on time for Olivia, but
we were on time for Olivia. Yeah,
but she really hit. We
were a little late for the Billie train.
Yes,
it took me a while to like. There were like I remember when I first heard Bad Guy, and I was like, okay, I like parts of this, but I'm still not sure. And then when it got to like the end of Bad Guy, where it just like goes like I remember like initially hating that. Now I'm just like, oh, this is iconic.
I know. It's unbelievable.
But now of course like I love Billie, like she's fantastic, but like it took a little while to like sort of get used to the aesthetic.
Totally.
You know?
Totally. And she's singing so quietly.
she's singing so quietly.
But now I get it.
But now I listen to The Party's Over and I'm just like, oh, every song should be this quiet.
It really
that
should.
Song's so fucking brilliant.
It's brilliant.
It's phenomenal.
I'm like between that and What Was I Made For? What do you pick?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I was actually thinking about this the other day.
And I'm like, I don't know what I would pick.
I don't know what I would pick. They're both so phenomenal.
They're excellent.
I know. I don't know.
Speaking of Miss Eilish, she is returning with her third studio album, and it is called Hit Me Hard and Soft. It comes out May 17th. She announced it on her Instagram, and she says that she's so crazy to be writing this right now. I'm very nervy and excited. Not doing singles. I want to give it all to you at once. Phineas and I truly could not be more proud of this album, and we absolutely can't wait for you to hear it. Love you, love you, love you. It's very exciting. It is a short album, at least track number-wise. There are 10 tracks on this record. She also Instagram storied Fuck Rolling Stone. And fuck you guys at Rolling Stone, because apparently Rolling Stone leaked the track list before she planned on releasing it. So that was probably annoying for her. But I know all the Billie heads out there are very excited. I'm very excited in that I love What Was I Made For so much. Even if I didn't revisit Happier Than Ever, the album that much, I know the potential of this person as far as like songwriting ability goes.
That's such a phenomenal song too.
It's just great. It's just great. So I can't wait to dive into it. We might be reacting to that. We'll see how this next month goes. We'll let you know how it all goes. But I'm excited that Billie is back with a real album, and she's building off the Oscar win, the success of that Barbie song.
She's on fire right now.
It's going to be a giant album.
I'm excited. Sure.
Yeah. In crazy news, mostly for me, guys, I feel like I was just on here talking about how legitimate and like heartwarming the Golden Bachelor was, how it was like different than the rest of the Bachelor franchises because these people are of a certain age and clearly very much looking for love and not looking for, Instagram fame. They're in it for the long haul. The Golden Bachelor has announced that he and Teresa are divorcing because they got married on television.
In January, right?
January.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch that, but I watched the whole season. And even though I was not the biggest Teresa fan, I didn't think that was the pick I would have picked, I still was like, okay, at least they're very much in love. This is going to be very real and long lasting. And the quote from Gary says, Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage. They went on to explain that they couldn't find a place they wanted to settle down together. And I'm like, guys, you would not have had this conversation before you got married.
I mean, it's just crazy because like with The Bachelor, it's kind of like they're they're not forced to get married, but they're kind of forced to get engaged.
Yes, right? The engagement's a big part of it.
I mean, I also love how it's like, it's worded so casually, like, we think it's time to dissolve the
right.
It's like, you know what? It's been 3 months. It's time.
It's just...
It's very weird. It's sad. The thing that I was thinking about when I heard about this was kind of just like, I guess there are aspects of the Golden Bachelor and Bachelorette that are a little more challenging because when you're young and like it's you and a bunch of like 22-year-old like girls, their lives aren't settled on anything.
Right.
Like, whereas like this woman like and this guy, like they both have homes and like lives and families that they have established in their time on this earth.
Yes.
And so it's so much harder to make that work than a regular Bachelor season where literally like it's a 24-year-old who can be like, yeah, I can up and move.
And yes, I get that. And I understand they are both grandparents. They want to be around their children, their grandchildren. But again, even if, because to me, you should have talked about that in the fantasy suites overnight. I understand you're doing other things in the fantasy suites, but not the whole night. Yeah. No cameras on you. Talk about if we were together, what would our life look like? Where would we move? But it's like, okay, you didn't do it then. Fine. Before you get actually married, in between the show and the televised event of your wedding, you should have had this solidified. Okay? Even if it wasn't like we know the exact house, you should have known the place. You should have known what the best compromise for everyone was going to be. To me, it's like, I assume there's more to it. I assume there was more wrong in their relationship than just where to live.
Sure.
But it's like, I don't know. I still am going to watch The Golden Bachelorette whenever they announce it, whenever they announce the lead. I'm still going to be invested. But the whole thought was, since they're not trying to be Instagram influencers, that it's going to be a real, hopefully more long-lasting love. I guess that's not.
I'm sure it was real for a moment.
Sure, it was real for a moment.
I mean, the moral of the story is, if you want to find love, go on Big Brother. Like, it's just, Big Brother does a lot of things wrong in terms of production, but in things they do right, it's hooking people up that stay together.
Have there been Big Brother divorces?
There was the one recently, which is Christmas and Memphis. I think that's the first Big Brother divorce.
How many Big Brother people are married?
I truly can't even. Like, there are many more. Wow. There are more than The Bachelor. Like,
wow.
It has a higher success rate than The Bachelor. I also, in terms of breakups, there was one guy and one girl. They were on season 8. They had a showmans, and they never got married, but they were together, I think, over 10 years.
Wow.
And then when they finally broke up, people were like, whoa, they were together forever. We figured they were married by now. So that's like not as divorce, but a big breakup. So there's only been really 2 big breakups.
Well, that is not the case for the Bachelor franchise.
But hey.
Sad. Civil War, new film, has gotten the highest opening day for A24 ever, besting 2018's Hereditary. It is projected to make $25 million over the course of this weekend, and it made $10.8 million on its opening day. And the budget was only $50 million. It currently sits at an 83% Rotten Tomato score, which, by the way, this is unrelated. You know what I hate?
What?
I hate that now it has become a thing on Instagram, or not Instagram, on Twitter, where people are like, this new movie has come out and it has debuted with 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, Of course it did. There are like 11 reviews out yet. It drives me fucking bananas. It doesn't mean anything. Does no one care that you're saying this thing that literally means nothing? If we saw this in 3 days, the percentage is going to make a lot more sense.
Also, guys, literally anyone can be a Rotten Tomatoes reviewer.
It just drives me fucking nuts.
If you have a movie blog that has like 2 posts,
we've reviewed some movies. How do we get on Rotten Tomatoes?
How do we get on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, so like the whole like Rotten Tomatoes score and all this kind of stuff as years have gone on has become a little.
I think it's less important, and I hope that more people know that it's less important.
Yeah,
but
still, it turns some people off, and it's just like, no, everyone see Babylon. Don't listen to the haters. But I think that's wonderful. I mean, Alex Garland's a really talented filmmaker. Like, he's really great, and I'm happy that the film is finding success. It's like it's a film that's not like a huge IP project and everything. It's something interesting, and apparently it's like it's a film that like sparks a lot of discussion, like whether like should he have done it in the way he did it, because the way he did it, apparently I haven't seen it yet, but apparently like it's you don't really know why this country is in civil war in the movie. It's never really like explained, because what's important is like how people like interact with this war and with each other, and like that's kind of what the focus is. But some people are kind of like, oh, like he should have made it like literally about something. And so there's a lot of debate and like what he should have done, what he shouldn't have done. I think it's cool the way he did it, but I guess I'll see when I see the movie.
All right, let us know what you think, because I mean, if it's about like a real civil war, I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch that.
It's not real.
I know it's not real, but it's like that's the concept of the film, is like a civil war in modern times.
Sure, like inspired by stuff that's like actually happening. You don't want to actually see something that you're like, oh, this could potentially happen.
Like that. Just I feel like it would be a bummer.
Yeah.
Wicked has cast Peter Dinklage as the role of Dr. Dillamond as the goat.
It's about damn time that someone was cast in this role.
When I kept poking into the Wicked movie channel on the Discord, I felt like there was a lot of talk of it being Idina Menzel, or like this is going to be like how she's going to show up in the film. So people were like, I'm sure he'll do a great job, but maybe a little disappointed it wasn't her. Do you have any feelings about
I was just surprised that like when it was first announced and Dr. Dillamond wasn't like being announced, and it took forever for. First of all, Peter Dinklage is like objectively great, so like I'm very happy that he's playing Dr. Dillamond. But I was so confused at first. I was like, why is this just being announced now? They already filmed everything, and then in my head, it took me way too long to realize like, oh, that fucking goat's probably animated, and they had to like, and it's just like they're just using his voice. Like I totally didn't even think. So that makes sense. But no, I mean Peter Dinklage is great. I mean I was a big Cyrano fan. I would have loved if he got an Oscar nomination for Cyrano.
You did love Cyrano.
Oh, so I fucking love Cyrano. So I'm excited. Any Wicked news is good news, I think.
I love that.
Yeah.
There's going to be another Smurfs movie, and this is starring Rihanna as leading. She's leading as Smurfette, and she's also in charge of the music. And I'm like, what does in charge of the music mean? I assume she's going to be doing a song for the soundtrack, but like multiple songs. And like, yes, we've been begging for new music from Rihanna, but like not like this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I hope she's having fun. And I get it. She has young kids. She wants to make art that they can consume, but like, I want art to consume too. I'm not going to care about this fucking Smurf
We
song.
are her children as well.
Yes, you
Rihanna,
birthed us.
You birthed us. I just love the phrase Rihanna is in charge of the music.
Right. What does that mean?
She's sitting there making the executive decisions of like which cover of like Dancing in the Street they're going to do. I am curious to know what she did on her job.
I mean, it is interesting. The other people in it: Dan Levy, Sandra Oh, Billy Lord, Kurt Russell, James Corden, Nick Offerman, John Goodman, Natasha Lyonne, Octavia Spencer, Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. A lot of people.
There's a lot of Smurfs. It's a whole world.
It's a whole world.
Is it a country or a world? A place?
I think it might be a place, but I feel like they're so small.
But what kind of place? Like a world place or like a country place?
I think more of a country place. I don't think they have a whole Smurf world.
But like, if it's just a country, like who else is in this world? Are
see.
Smurfs on Earth or are Smurfs
I imagined that the Smurfs were on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know that for sure. I'm not the target demo for the Smurfs.
Okay.
But if memory serves, the Smurfs are on our planet.
The Smurfs are on our planet.
Yes.
Okay. Are they just so small we can't see them?
Yeah, and we're so self-involved.
Well, then they might be in like several countries if they're so small. They're like ants all around us.
They could be.
I know nothing about the Smurfs. I literally in 10th grade on Halloween, I needed a costume day of, and I was like, "Do we have blue paint?" Sure. I painted my face blue and wore like a little white thing, and like gave myself like one of those little like sticks with a bag on it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "I'm a Smurf."
Cute.
Yeah, and I knew nothing. I didn't do my research.
How could you? I I don't think even as a kid I was terribly interested in the Smurfs. And again, Rihanna, please make some adult music for us to consume.
This could be an adult Smurfs. It's all starring all adults.
I'm not going to see a Smurfs movie, and I don't believe it's for adults. It's not like a dark retelling of the Smurfs story.
It's for families, and adults are included in families.
Yes, but I'm not in a family with young enough children that needs to go see the Smurfs movie.
We're a family by now,
young.
and I'm young.
You're not young.
So
I knew where this was going. A Monopoly movie's in development.
Cool.
Come.
Okay, well. This is what it's going to be for a little while now, guys.
Yes, coming from Lucky Chap, which is the, what's her name's company? Margot Robbie.
Cool.
Great.
You know what? A movie called Monopoly will make money.
It will.
So that's very fitting.
People have played Monopoly.
Yeah.
Renée Zellweger is returning for a new Bridget Jones movie.
Love it.
Apparently, Renée is going to return as Jones. Hugh Grant is returning. Emma Thompson is back as well. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Leah Woodall from The White Lotus are also going to be in it. Universal will release the rom-com on Peacock. Oh, I like that. On Valentine's Day 2025, while internationally it'll be released in theaters.
I love that Renée Zellweger is basically a Smurf because, like, you don't know where she is, and she's gone for 5 years at a time, and then she suddenly emerges from whatever country or world in which she lives, and she's like, hey, everyone, remember me? And she comes and does a brilliant thing and goes back to the Smurf world.
Was she last in Judy?
Judy was her last movie. But the thing is, like, that year, she was in that, like, Netflix show, that real, like, campy, noir-y type show.
No memory of that.
I forget. It was called, like, not If Then. That's the musical with Idina Menzel. It was called something like Now Then or something like that. Okay. Something with a slash in it.
Right.
Yeah. And then that was, like, all 2019. She won an Oscar and then was just like, peace out. I'm going to hang out with Grandpa Smurf.
Right.
and disappeared. Now she's like, yeah, I'll do another Bridget Jones movie.
If I were her, I'd take a lot of breaks too. Because it's like, you've lived a long life. You've done a lot of great work.
She's won 2 Oscars. She's chilling.
Just chill out. And I feel like there was a moment where, like, people were really against her because of her, like, plastic surgery or whatever. And she got a lot of bad press. And it's like, you know what? Fuck all of y'all. I will come to work when I feel like it. And otherwise, I'll be at home. See you around.
She's not like the 2 Gay Mats where we're just like, another album comes out. We got a live stream. Live stream.
One day we'll be like her.
Oh, my God.
I only come out for important things.
We'll come out for whenever Beyonce releases every, like however many years. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back from Renee's house in Smurfville.
Your friend Damien Chazelle has been speaking about his upcoming film projects, possibly.
First of all, I'm not worthy to be his friend.
Okay.
not yet. I haven't earned that title yet.
Last month, he told the Talking Pictures podcast that he might not be able to get another movie made. I've been head in the sand. I've been sort of busy writing, so I'll get a real taste of how it's changed or not once I get finished with the script and actually try to get it made. I'm in a sort of trepidatious state of mind, but I have no illusions. I won't get a budget of Babylon size anytime soon, or at least not on this next one. He's still locked into an overall deal with Paramount, so I assume there will be a new film. Are you worried as he is worried about his next film?
I am not worried because I trust that whatever he puts out, whether it is a budget of $2,500 trillion million or if it's a budget of 25 cents, it is going to be the best film I've ever seen. Apparently, this one's set in a prison. So, Damien, I'm letting you know now. I'm willing to like go to prison to like do my research to be a part of this film in any way, shape, or form.
Please don't go to prison for Damien Chazelle.
It's a volunteer.
You're not gonna like go.
I mean, like, we'll see how desperate I get. Guys, if you see me robbing a candy store at some point, just know it's because I need to go to prison to do research because I'm starring in the next Damien Chazelle movie.
Okay.
So I'm ready. Damien, if you need me to help you finance it, I don't have that much money right now because I just gave the government money for my taxes. But maybe this time next year, I'll get a refund.
Yes.
And I'll have a little money to give you.
I thought you were trying to help the whole entire world by paying your taxes. Now you're trying to just help Damien Chazelle.
Putting out a new great Damien Chazelle movie is also helping the world. There are many different ways you can help the world because Damien Chazelle movies save lives.
My life has yet to be saved by one of his films.
You don't know that has happened yet, but if La La Land never came out, you'd be dead.
I don't think that's true.
You would?
I don't think that's true. I would have had, 2.5 hours back because I did not need to see that one. Just see J.K. Rowling coming out and saying on Twitter that she wouldn't forgive Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson for disagreeing with her transphobia, if ever they did. Some other transphobe person on Twitter was like, would you forgive like these celebrities? They're going to change their minds, blah, blah. Celebs who cozied up to a movement intent on eroding women's hard-won rights and who use their platforms to cheer on the transitioning of minors can save their apologies for traumatized detransitioners and vulnerable women reliant on single-sex spaces. To which I say, shut the fuck up, J.K. Rowling. Like, why has this been, like, she's like a dog with a bone. She has nothing else to talk about. She has so much money and so much, like, success. She had so much goodwill before she decided to dedicate the back half of her life to being a transphobe. I have no idea what the goal is from her, but every time I see a new headline, it's like, girl, no one's apologizing to you. Don't fret. They have lost your numbers. They want nothing to do with you. Everything you do is embarrassing and like a pox upon Harry Potter. So don't worry about it. It's never gonna happen. Go away.
I don't say like apologize for what, like they're like Daniel Radcliffe is just trying to support like the trans community in the best way he knows how, you know? I think JK, I just really think it'd be great if you just logged off. Like, please. Like JK needs a vacay, you know? Go wherever Renée Zellweger is chilling out.
No, because Renée comes back up. She should go wherever, like, I don't know, people who we don't hear from at all anymore. Go, because I'm sick of it. Like, it's done.
And I think like being offline, like regardless of like whatever you believe online and with any topic, it's good to like separate yourself from like any sort of environment where like there's so much being hurled at you and like any form, like that's bound to drive anyone crazy. So I just think log off and
forever
they will become less. I think you'll have peace of mind.
I would like the world to have a peace from you, ma'am. We've gotten everything of use out of you, and like I need no more words, public words from you ever. Period. Lastly, O.J. Simpson passed away. Yes. I think that's it. Do you have any other news for idiots for this week?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna take a quick break and then be back with more 2 Gay Mads, the podcast.
Oh, great. Iconic.
Yes, go away, JKR. Steele has never been more correct in his life. I assume that was about Babylon.
Well, yeah, because like it has to be like a crime where I only get like maybe like 3 days.
I'm not
gonna like rob a bank where I'm there for years. Like, get out of here.
I will say it's funnily enough when I was watching Funny Girl, and then they were like, spoiler alert for Funny Girl, I guess, but there's a moment where her husband is going to jail. And then they're like, oh, how long is he going to be in jail? And they're like, oh, 3 years. I was like, oh, that's not that long. I guess my mind has been warped from watching these housewives go to jail for like long periods of time. And so when they said 3 years, like, oh, y'all are going to be cool. Like, don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
But they weren't cool.
Palmer, you can rewind the Coachella YouTube stream.
Ooh, thank you. That's good to know.
We have not heard Illusion by Dua.
No, we're going to wait until the album reaction because she's putting out a lot of that album beforehand.
There's not much of that album. It's just 20 minutes, apparently.
I think that number's a lie.
Okay.
I think it might be.
It's just a couple tracks.
Because Houdini and Training Season are a normal length. So I assume it'll be like 35 minutes.
35?
Yes, that's my assumption.
That's a solid length.
Matt will commit crimes with Damien Chazelle. It's true.
Will. Non-violent crimes.
Damien
doesn't want me to hurt anyone.
Yes. No. I was damn near convinced Dr. Dillman would be James Corden. So the relief I felt when Peter was announced. That's exciting. I was half listening and thought you were talking about Caitlyn Jenner and then realized it was J.K. Rowling. What did Caitlyn... Oh, I saw she said something like about how the National Day of Visibility for Trans People fell on Easter Sunday.
And it's been that day for years. And then the post came out like from years ago where Caitlyn Jenner was like, happy Trans Day of Visibility on that day, like years prior.
She's a full idiot. Like, speaking of dumb. And it's also like, how are you going to also be a transphobe as a trans person? Caitlyn, please.
It's just like, come on.
Like, I don't get it.
The live show is going to be Ton of Love from Sideshow. Oh my God, if we did Ton of Love, that would be iconic.
Oh, well, we can't say whether it's that or not. But
let me take you to the Ton of Love. But that's a foursome song. We would need 2 gentlemen on our side.
Oh, thoughts on the Joker 2 trailer? Steele loved it.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Not that we care about pronouncing transphobe.
Transphobe? I assume. I like transphobe. It's kind of like two love.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, let me try and do an ad. Some of you will get it.
Okay, we're gonna try and do an ad.
And I'm glad the stream is holding up. Does the stream look good, sound good for everybody? Because again, we're using a whole new thing. But I'm getting.
How does the computer sound?
The computer sounds quiet to me. I hate that it's so
quiet,
colorful. Like it's just.
It's fun.
I don't think it's fun. I mean, Chris said it's just a gay computer, and that made me like a little bit more. But it just feels very like, I don't know, like gamer boy.
It is a gamer boy aesthetic.
And I'm not a gamer boy. Oh yeah, we got an ad. Yes.
All right. Not that we care about pronouncing transphobes' name correctly, but it's pronounced rolling.
Oh, like bowling.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
It sounds great. I didn't get an ad though. I'm glad you don't get ads when you guys don't, because we still get money.
I hit enter by accident before.
That's okay. I like transphobe. I think that's cool.
Transphobe.
It's very.
I'm a transphobe.
But yeah, Matt Steele did like the Joker 2 trailer. I watched it. I think it's gonna. People seem to really like it, and I hope everybody has a great time in the theater.
Are y'all excited for Aubrey Plaza in the John Waters movie? Yes. That's a great pairing.
It is good.
That's a great pairing. What John Waters movie have you ever seen?
None, but they seem vibe-wise to be similar.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
I'm beyond excited.
That's you saw the Adam Shankman Hairspray, but not the original John Waters Hairspray.
And I didn't finish the Adam Shankman Hairspray.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
I
remember you saying you finished it on the
was saying I didn't finish it on the plane, and I planned to finish it later, and I
want to say a couple weeks later you were like, I finished it.
I'm telling you.
I think you're a fucking liar.
I would know if I finished the film. I didn't. Not Lauren. I got an ad sad face. It's good that you get ads.
It's good that you get ads.
You want to make money from this. Speaking of a game review, Matt should do some live gaming sometime. You saw Hairspray. And yeah, I saw the part on the plane.
Yeah, not the John Waters one.
Not the John Waters.
It's a very different vibe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's very different aesthetic.
Still
very
musical?
different budget. No.
Okay.
No. Crybaby's a musical. That's John Waters' musical. Crybaby's fucking great. I learned everything about sex from Crybaby.
Oh, good.
As a kid.
I love that.
I learned what French kissing was.
Matt has repeatedly said he didn't finish Hairspray. Thank you, Jeff. Anyone else not able to follow their Twitch channel? Why would you not be able to follow it? Click follow.
Click follow.
We love the
We
John
love
Waters
the John Waters Hairspray. We love Ricky Lake.
Did you miss Queen singing "I Know Where I've Been"? I think I saw that part. I was nearing the end, like they were about to dance in the streets. And
yeah,
stuff.
I want to say when in that podcast you were saying like you got like to the very
end.
You basically
like
just didn't see You Can't Stop the Beat.
Yeah, I didn't see You Can't Stop the Beat.
Which is such a fucking classic piece of music.
Palmer will never finish.
But he finished Hairspray. We saw Hairspray live.
I did.
Yeah, yes, and I remember being like, Matt Palmer would like this, and then you watched it and you were just like, okay. And I was like, but then all of a sudden you see the movie and you're just like, oh, this is excellent.
It was good. There's a Broadway version of Crybaby too.
Yeah.
Is Johnny Depp in Crybaby?
The movie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I don't like it.
He looks great. He's so hot in that movie.
All right. He's problematic.
But you know what?
It sends me to the app, and you're nowhere to be found in the app. I keep trying, LOL. I couldn't find the channel on Twitch. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no.
Someone did follow. Rose Garden, you're following us. Sorry if I shouted you out too loudly, but twitch.tv/2gaymats. You Can't Stop the Beat is the most memorable number too, LOL. I'm going to try to, I'll go see if we have 119 followers. The page has no content.
Yes, no content.
Let me see if I can put the link in the chat. Let's see if I can do that.
All right. Links coming your way, guys. Join our Twitch now so you can watch us live react.
Maybe they're like, it's not the link that's the problem. But I don't know. I'm doing what I can, guys. We're doing our best.
We're just people.
We're all just people.
We don't know what we're doing.
Oh,
we've only been doing this for a decade.
That chat box is cute.
It's very cute.
I'm proud of it.
It's adorable. I'm proud of us. Proud of you. I didn't do shit.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah. I've been following on Twitch since first 2 Gay Mats Twitch era. Remember that time?
Thank you. It was a time. It was a time.
And the chat was just filled with like 11 people.
I know. I'm wonderful. We might have a small group again on Taylor, but whatever.
It's fine.
It won't get interrupted.
It's going to be an intimate moment.
Yes.
Twitch is so much better for live music reactions. No auto. Yeah, that's
why we're doing it. Literally why. And also, if we do get like strikes and stuff, it'll be like, oh, we lost our Twitch channel. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
But if we lost our
YouTube channel, ooh.
let me
Now
tell
that would
you,
be a bad fucking day.
a disaster.
That would be a true disaster. I got to go through entering the link. Okay, good. I got it to go through.
Okay.
You need to find a tech gay named Matt. Babe, I'm the tech gay named Matt.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Guys, they're just people who need
Yes.
people, perhaps. Had to use the web address. You did show up in the search. Okay, good.
Oh, that's fine.
Going to NYC for the first time next week.
Oh, that's so exciting. Have the best time.
We love NYC. I think we only got one email, my heart.
No, we got like 3 before the thing started.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah, people
Christ.
like really
Oh,
waited
my
till the last
God.
moment.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Let me see what's going on. Hold on.
The small Twitch chats were great. It was truly just you and your friends talking shit. Does Twitch have mods or is it going to be a free-for-all chat? I need to I will try to figure that out this week. But Jeff, I'll be in touch. You and Montana, get ready. Because we will need someone there to mod, I think. I can't find it searching 2Gay Mats. That I don't know what that's about. Sorry, but you should click the link.
All right, I'm moving these.
Okay. Maybe it's because we were last live 2 years ago and they're like, we don't need to find these girls. They don't use this. Had to do it on PC. Can breathe now. Thanks, y'all. Oh, great. How do you feel about Bucking being the TikTok hit of Cowboy Carter? You know? Didn't see it coming.
Bucking is fun.
It is.
It could be a little shorter. So works for TikTok.
I'm glad people are enjoying the album in any way possible.
Yeah. I think fucking Sweet is so excellent.
Sweet
I
is
wish
good.
it was longer.
Sweet is nice.
I wish that section was longer.
Hello Gorgeous said she or he searched via Google and it came up. Great. Io and Matt Palmer are my 2 favorite Irish people. I thought I put it in the chat, but it didn't seem to work. Palmer is going to be hiding, holding one photo with either Jeff, Austin, Grace, or Montana. I mean, wait, is there only one mod per Twitch? I don't know. Yeah, someone try and post a link. You can do it. Oh, Lord.
Oy.
It's going to be a moment. It's going to be a moment. How dare you steal? You were hating on too many songs.
I'm not hating
He didn't hate
on it.
He doesn't hate on it. He didn't hate on Buckin'.
I didn't hate on Buckin'. It could be shorter. Could be shorter.
It also is just like where it is in the album.
Yeah.
That is like a late in the game.
Yeah. And also, I don't really know how it connects with Sweet or Honey. Yeah.
And I mean, we shouldn't just, people are going to get more mad as we talk, but look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. You want me to feel
Funny.
It's just what are we doing?
It's funny.
Yes, thank you, Tori. Thank you for following.
Thank you.
Speaking of Irish people, Barry Keoghan filming Sabrina's Coachella set like Amy Poehler and Mean Girls Killed Me. Oh, that's nice. That's what boyfriends are supposed to do. You're going live on Coachella first time? Yeah. Have your boyfriend there.
I had no idea they were dating.
Oh, yes.
No clue.
You know, you're not in the know with.
Are they this? How old Sabrina? How old is he?
I think they're both. I think he's probably a bit older, but I think she's like 25.
Okay.
I think.
He always struck me as maybe 31. Okay, that's whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I lost our chat over here, but I guess it doesn't matter. We see it.
Doesn't matter. We see the chat up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I found it. Dining on Farce is so catchy, though. Dining on Farce.
Dining on Farce.
Is that looking at look at that horse?
Look at that horse.
I love that part. Okay, sorry.
Also, everyone talks about the Grammy line in Buckin'. I still have yet to notice it.
I have heard it, but it's very soft.
It's soft.
Soft. It feels a bit review proof pick and mix. I don't know what we're saying. Her outro for Nonsense was great. It's like 24/30 something. Definitely a bit older. Okay. That's not 24 and 31. I love that she's 24.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love that she's 24.
I love that she's 24.
Love that she's 24.
If it was 18 and 31, I'd like it less.
I'd have questions.
I dislike it.
92 and 99. Yeah, sure. They're fine. They're adults. They're having a good time.
24 is a good.
I hope that. I mean, they're lasting longer than the Golden Bachelor people, I guess.
God. You shouldn't have picked Teresa A, but you guys really should have decided this before you got married. You really should have. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a bitch, but Gary, get it together.
I mean, I guess they figured they're a little older, they have a short amount of time left, so they got to make decisions quickly.
I get that, but then make your decision and stick to it.
I don't know, girl. I don't know. How was that an expensive wedding?
I mean, they didn't pay for that wedding. It won't
okay.
ABC
I'd get married too. Why the fuck not? Free wedding. Let's go.
And that's how I felt with Yes and, because I could barely understand what she was saying in the bridge, so I just took everyone's word for it. That's funny. Did y'all listen to Espresso Matt Steele did?
The horse we're looking at is pretty as hell and dining on farce.
Oh,
didn't know that.
Guys, ask. I think if you put in the actual URL of twitch.tv/2gaymats, you will find us. Oh, and if not, talk to each other. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Oh, great song.
I know.
Cheesy, but lovely.
Lovely. It was the 90s, you know.
Yeah.
Twitch is going to break Palmer.
I just can't.
Nah.
You know, it's going to be great, and we won't get taken down.
If Palmer hasn't broken already.
That's the thing.
Fine.
If I'm still going, if I'm still here, if I bought a fucking streaming computer.
Yeah. Well, you won't see me doing that. You won't see me being like, let me make an informed decision about a fucking computer.
I mean, the informed decision was like, what graphics card will work? What is the best and lowest cost?
I can't even tell you what a graphics card is.
Join the Discord. The link will be there. Yes. Ask 3 before you ask me. I tried to send the link. I don't know if it worked, though. Oh, you know what? I could see YouTube Live not letting you post Twitch links.
You motherfucker, YouTube
Guys,
Live.
That's rude.
Who owns YouTube?
Google.
More like Boogle.
Oh, Lord. Don't let them take down the stream for something else.
Boo.
You guys called us Boogle? You guys are getting taken down.
You're right. I found it that way. Bizarre doesn't come up when you just search the name.
Actually, Palmer gets more and more zen by the day. Thank you. I just cannot, like, the day that we were like, is Beyonce dropping at midnight? I was like, I cannot engage with that theory. I can't have it.
No, sure. Yeah,
that
I
is
never
unacceptable for me. So
no, we are thinking positive.
We're thinking positive. I might get Twitch just for y'all. Oh, please do. That'd be nice. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun night.
It probably just blocks all links. People spam malicious stuff.
No, I think I put the Eventbrite link that we put up of the live show. It worked.
Sure.
Shit, let me try and do that now, actually.
Some people I know that stream on YouTube also stream on Twitch.
Yeah, it's just the live reaction of music. That's the issue.
There's also the TikTok stream.
that I don't even know. That I don't know.
What does that look like?
Grace says I can be a Twitch mod. I don't remember my username there though. Okay, well I'm gonna be reaching out to all of you in the Discord, so get ready to get
2K Mats takes on Google.
Yes.
I'll be showing up to court looking like Elle Woods with my glasses on.
Hey, there you go. Should I get some fake glasses so I can look smart?
Yeah, I have a pair of fake glasses.
Pair of fake glasses.
Yeah, I have them in my drawer. You can have them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I thought you have a pair of fake glasses.
I think I did. I don't know where I put them.
I think you wore them for your Like the Ocean album cover.
No, it's for the Japan edition of the Let Go album cover.
Oh, how dare
Don't
I?
be ridiculous.
Oh my God! Of course, I'm so sorry about that.
Yes.
I just remember Like the Ocean. It was your bow tie gay era.
It was my bow tie gay.
I mean, it was 2012.
I mean,
that was bow tie gay era.
It was. It was
if
a big.
You did not have a bow tie.
Who were you?
And you liked guys.
There was no way to know.
There was no way to know.
So
now bow tie gays, not a thing.
Not a thing. Petition for the Mats to sing together. We will sing together on May 4th. Get real ones. I don't need. I mean, not to brag. But I have 20/20 vision, so I don't need glasses.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Have you heard Girl in Red's new album? It's great. No, I haven't heard. Are you all set up with monetization and stuff there, too? People will probably be willing to sub to avoid ads. No.
How does that work?
I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I'll look into it. I have 4 days to get this to work.
We got it. We got this.
Yes, Jeff. Good for you figuring out how to post that link because you didn't connect that HTTPS to that colon.
We love it. Michael, this is not America's Next Top Best Friends. America's Next Top Twitch mod.
Also, like, there can be multiple mods, right? There are multiple mods here. I don't know.
Oh my God, did we all have bow tie? I never was in a bow tie gay era. I was always kind of like, this is a little too musical theatery for me.
I mean, I wasn't walking around every day in a bow tie, but it's like, yeah, we're gonna look nice for the album cover.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a bow tie outfit for like my auditions when I audition for a bow tie gay.
Y'all want bow ties back now.
Did you used to wear contacts? Yeah, I've always worn contacts.
Yeah,
I've worn contacts since sophomore year of high school. Did you all want bow ties back? Not really.
No, I'm good. I don't want any sort of tie, like anything that.
Ooh, despise ties. I hate layers. I like a vest. Like, I hate layer. I'm just like, give me just one shirt. I will maybe do like an undershirt, like if it's under a sweater or something like that. But like any sort of like layering on the outfit, including like a bow tie. I hate dressing up. Like
I know you don't like dressing up.
I hate wearing a suit or something like that. So.
By the way, I'm manifesting a future Palmer song with an orchestra fell, very clear bandit-like, and Steele will be playing violin on it.
Ooh, I could give you a little sample.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You wouldn't have to perform it live.
Oh, yeah.
You would just need to perform it at some point. Send me the mix.
One of my like really good friends, he works for Hans Zimmer, and like that's his job. Like when Hans Zimmer's like, get me a East African didgeridoo or something like that, like some random instrument.
Yeah,
it's like his job. It's like my friend's job to find that person and record them playing all different types of notes in all different ways, and like program it into a system. And that way, like it all hooks up to like this keyboard that Hans Zimmer has. So Hans Zimmer can like compose at the keyboard and like switch to be like, oh, East African didgeridoo and like E, F, like whatever. And he just like, that's how he composes. So it's my friend's job to like do all those samples.
I assume that he just will do the demo in that way, and then they'll hire a didgeridoo musician to actually play what John.
No,
really?
No. They hire the didgeridoo person and they record the person.
Right. No, I understand that part, but I'm like, I still don't know that it's. I mean, clearly, John, whoever is it, John Williams,
Hans Zimmer,
whoever. Whoever this is knows what he's doing, but like that's how MIDI works. Like generally, like when I load things here, if you were to like when I have samples of piano, it's there. But I would think on such a big budget thing, it's going to sound a little unnatural,
a little electric.
Yeah, well, sound a little electric.
Listen to that Dune score. It sounds pretty real to me. I guess
that.
Technology at this point is at a point, or maybe my friend's just really good at recording shit.
So?
All those clocks that were in Dunkirk that you hated, all those clock sounds.
Yes.
My friend recorded.
That's cool.
Yeah, he spent a long time just recording each tick, and Hans was like, no, give me another clock that's a little deeper. And my friend was probably just like, okay.
I know, right? Whatever. Just sign the check, Hans. Sign the check.
I mean, it's a cool score. A bunch of clocks.
Bunch of clocks.
Give me a bunch of clocks.
All right. Are we ready for part 2?
Let's do part 2. Guys, we are in Act 2, not Beyonce's Act 2, but our Act 2.
Yes.
But before we do anything, Matt Palmer, give the people what they need to hear.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to or watching the podcast. We really enjoy doing this for you every single week, and would love if you went to your Spotify or your Apple Podcast and left us a 5-star rating or review. Only 5 stars are accepted. It helps so much with the algorithms on both of those apps. We want to make sure this podcast reaches as many ears as possible, and anything you can do to help would be greatly appreciated. We also, if you love us a lot, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/2gaymats. We have extra bonus content up there all the fucking time. And if you want to meet new friends, you can join the Discord and just make friends with people you haven't met yet. It's going to be great. And if you are in the Southern California area on May 4th, know that we're having a live show that's going to be at the Lyric Hyperion. There's going to be an Eventbrite link in the info section of this podcast. We'd love to see you there.
We're desperate to see you there.
So desperate. You must be there.
What if Renée Zellweger emerges from her Smurf world
I think this is
to come to our show?
One of your strangest theories that you're running with, that's Renée Zellweger being a Smurf, but
she's just down there like under the shade of a giant mushroom.
You know, I love that for her.
Oh, I love that for her too. So guys, this is Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. And I know y'all know the address because literally before we went live, we got like 4 emails right back to back to back. So we have a number of emails. I think we'll just do a couple and then we'll leave some for next week.
Sure.
So the first email comes to us from Gianna. Gianna says, "Hi, Mats. Lately, I've been thinking about how popular all lowercase song/album titles have been in recent years to the point where it seems like it has become an aesthetic, i.e. Olivia Rodrigo, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish. Knowing how critical Matt Palmer is of fonts, I'm wondering what you think about both this and the use of punctuation. Yes, I'm dragging Taylor's question into this. Is it excessive?"
My issue with fonts is usually like the actual font that's used on the cover of an album. I don't care as much about like whether we're going to be doing all capitals, all lowercase, as far as like for aesthetic reasons on these albums. I will say, in my personal opinion, it's kind of been done to death. Like there was a moment in the early 2000s when like Since You've Been Gone was coming out where like all of the U's were you, just one letter, and like the twos were a thing. And Prince kind of started that, and it came back up in the, you know, mid early aughts. Where it's just like feel like we're getting to a point of saturation, and it's like, you know, I would never say anything bad about our queens, Ariana, Beyonce, but it's like, we get it, all capitals, we get it, all lowercase. Like, I think all lowercase specifically is more annoying to me.
Because like all capitals, like with the like Renaissance and Cowboy Carter and all that stuff like that, at least me first, I hadn't seen before all capitals. Yeah. For the past couple of years, I had seen all lowercase like done to death, but at least so at least with all capitals, I was like, oh, this is something new.
Yes.
And at least with all capitals, it's like, this is a song title. So it's like, we're proclaiming it. Whereas like all lowercase, so to me that makes sense. But like all lowercase just sounds like typos, like a 3-year-old like got a hold of their mom's like keyboard and just like started typing words, and like this wasn't thought out, whereas like clearly we know like it is thought out.
Right.
So like while it was exciting at first, I'm kind of just like, okay, this kind of just like now looks a little sloppy, which I mean, as long as the album's great, like who cares?
Right.
But just it's gotten a little old.
It's a little old, and I, you know, as much as I am the #1 defender of that Yes and remix, when I look at the cover and you have Mariah Carey's name lowercase, I'm like, this is not right. This is not right. Like, I'm sorry, I have looked at Mariah Carey in the same fucking font, and I'll give you, you can use a different font because you want it to fit that aesthetic, but the lowercasing of like, Mariah's not a lowercase person. No. She's not a lowercase artist. It just
she is an uppercase bitch, baby. She is, okay, darling. We are all uppercase bitches.
Absolutely. So I don't have a strong aversion to it, but I do think I'm ready for the page to turn on the trend.
It's time.
Because it's been a while.
Do you think there will ever be a trend with, you know, like in like 1999, 2000, 2001, like like on AOL, the instant messenger, how the trend was just like first letter capitalized, second letter lowercase, third letter capitalized. Like it was like alternating which letters were capitalized and not. Do you think maybe that'll be a trend at some point?
I hope not. Because that is more like offensive to the eye than either of those.
I just remember being a kid and looking at that and being like, what the fuck are all of you doing?
Like, grow up.
My brother's first screen name was all lowercase. Mine was all uppercase.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You guys were on the cusp.
So I am like the Beyonce of the family, and my brother's kind of like the Billie Eilish.
Oh, wow. I don't think of him as quiet, though.
He's quiet but deadly.
Okay.
Like
That's
Billy.
very Billy.
Very Billy. So I'm the loud one of the family. Yeah. Okay, so next question I will do comes to us from Peter. Peter's subject line, help me not give an F. Hey, Matt, longtime listener, first-time writer. I'll keep this as short as possible. Help me not give a flying F about what people think about me, within reason, of course. I am such a people pleaser. I am the first of my friends to apologize to avoid conflict at work. I volunteer to take on more work even when my plate is full because I'm afraid of letting people down. And most of all, I'm afraid of how I am being perceived by literally everyone. I am scared to eat out alone, so I'll get takeout because I don't want people judging me. Just help me, please, and thank you. Best, Peter.
Peter, I'm sure you are a lovely person, and you sound like a young person or a younger person than us, because I feel like, at least for me, I've been a people pleaser in my life at a point. There's a point in your life, at least for me as a young gay person, where like my #1 priority was like make everyone around me comfortable with my presence.
Well, and also when you're a young person at work, like you want to like show like I'm showing initiative at work. I'm working hard.
Sure.
You want to show that. So that's understandable.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
I would say the goal shouldn't be to completely not give an F, because it's like we're all going to at some point want to like show up and like be our best selves for the people that we love and care about. But I think the prioritization of what you want and like your thoughts, feelings, what's best for you needs to come ahead of I truly think anyone else. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. I think being kind, being nice is good, but being true to yourself is more important. And the idea of letting someone down can feel scary, but like I assure you, if you are already overwhelmed at work, your boss, no one is going to get mad at you for not like saying, "Oh, I'm excited to take on this extra work." If you're like, "No, my plate is full," that is so understandable and so like, okay, you're allowed to set those kind of boundaries. And in friendships, I think it's a good quality to be able to apologize, absolutely, but not if you're apologizing just to make sure that the other person feels okay and you don't actually believe you did something wrong. Like, I wouldn't want you to be in that situation. But yeah, I think you just need to be in touch with yourself and what is important to you, and make sure that that carries as much weight as, you know, people you care about's feelings about you, because at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and be proud of who you see and be proud of the decisions you made. And you don't want to feel like you're drowning or bending over backwards for people that aren't doing the same for you.
Yeah. And chances are, like, if you tell your boss or something, like if they ask you to do something and you're like, oh, actually, like, I'm doing, as long as you're professional about it and like you give like reasons as to why you can't, like, oh, well, I'm actually working on this and this and this, and I don't have the time to do that now. Like, they will more than likely, hopefully, understand.
Absolutely.
Like, and they will find a solution for it.
Yes.
You know, it's their job to find the solution.
Yes, exactly.
You know, if it's like a job they're sort of delegating to people.
Yeah.
So I think you're good. And I think the fact that you care I think that's such a good quality to have, like, just as a worker, as a person. And I think it's wonderful that you are showing initiative to, like, I am actively, like, trying to, like, get along with all my coworkers. And that's something, like, you should never lose. I think with time it will naturally come.
Agree.
You know, I don't think this is something you really have to worry about.
Right.
With time, you just learn how to do that. Like, we all, like, especially in a workplace environment, have felt like that at points where it's like, I want to, like, please everyone. I want to please everyone. And then with time, you realize, like, it's not life or death stakes to, like, please everyone like so much. And in terms of like going out to eat by yourself and stuff like that, to me, there is nothing better than going out to eat by myself. I do everything by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I go out to eat by myself. There's nothing I love better than sitting at, like, 3:00 lunchtime, like, where there's no one in the restaurant and it's just me, or like there's just a couple other people and I'm doing my own thing. I remember when I first started loving it was in college. I remember in, like, the dining hall for the first maybe like 2 weeks or like week and a half, I would always be like, oh, I'm, like, scared to go to the dining hall because, like, what if there's no one I know down there and I, like, can't sit with anyone. And then, like, I literally just started being like, well, I have to eat dinner. I have to eat breakfast. And I started just being like, I can just sit by myself and eat. And I realized, like, oh, this is fucking excellent, especially, like, in the morning in the dining hall. Because if there's one thing I don't want to do in the morning, right when I've woken up, it is talk to people, make eye contact with people. No. And so, like, that was a wonderful breaking of the ice in terms of, like, sitting and eating by myself, because it's what I wanted to do anyway. Yeah. And I started to realize, like, this is so peaceful. It's like just me, myself, and my thoughts. Now it's me, myself, my thoughts, and my phone. And I for the past 2 decades now, I've just loved going out to eat by myself. So what you have to do is you just have to do it. Literally, when I tell you, no one is judging you.
And that's the
thing. People go out to eat by themselves all the damn time. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's busy. And you're definitely busy because you're a hard worker.
Absolutely.
So, like, you eat when you can. And most of the time, that's by yourself.
And it's another thing to think about just in all aspects of your life. And it's just something I think there's a quote, I don't know who it's by, but it's essentially like, no one is thinking about you as much as you think.
No one is thinking about you.
And it's like not meaning to be like a slam or like, it's just know that you can move through life the way you want to. And people are not judging you the way that you think they might be, because people are all in their own heads dealing with their own issues. And
truly, like, a big, like, thing that you learn as an adult. It's just like, oh, no one cares what I'm wearing right now, as long as I, like, you know, don't look like an absolutely crazy person, which I'm sure you don't.
Yes.
And, like, even now still, I'm always just like, oh, how's my hair look? Everyone's thinking about it and everything. And Matt Palmer's like, shut the fuck up. No one's looking at your damn hair.
And
so
it's just
those feelings will still pop in every once in a while. So it's totally normal. Literally, you just got to break the first, like, 2 times you go eat by yourself. You'll be like, oh, this is so easy, so much better. I hate takeout. Like,
you do. I think that's so odd.
There's nothing worse than, like, getting food and it sits in a box and you go home and you open it and there's, like, condensation in there and it's just like, and I have to still, like, wash my own plates and everything. Like, get out of here. So I am all about, like, getting rid of the takeout stuff in my life and just sitting at that table.
Don't you work in the takeout part of your job?
No, I work behind the counter, but, like, there is a takeout section. I deal with that sometimes. Yeah, and I'm just like, you're crazy.
I like love takeout. This is not going to be an anti-takeout podcast, babe, because I love takeout. I love being at home in the environment I would like to make for myself, watching whatever I want to on the television while I consume the food that I want to get that I didn't have to fucking make.
No.
That is a beautiful moment. I'm not someone who will, like, do a lot of Uber Eats because to me, I'm like, the idea of paying someone to drive the takeout to me feels like a bridge too far. But the idea of picking something up, bringing it home, and like just eating in the comfort of an environment that I have curated for me is an ideal.
But to me, that feels like so much work because like you're already going out to get it, and then you're gonna come all the way back to eat it, and it's not as good.
It tastes great. It tastes great. I don't think I have a not as good issue.
It tastes better at the restaurant.
Well,
baby.
I will never know.
It tastes like gold in my mouth.
Because when I'm at the restaurant, there's just too much happening. Too many. It's just like it's overwhelming to me. If I'm gonna be somewhere, I'd rather be home. I'm a homebody. It's the tourist and me. We love homes.
I'm not a huge fan of doing stuff at home.
I love doing.
I love being out. I love being out, but alone. I love being just like an isolated human being, and people are like, "Ooh, what's his deal?" When really they're not thinking about me at all.
No, I love being at home. Yeah. I just love that's the whole point of buying shit that looks good and feels good to you for your home, is so you can like luxuriate within your home.
You know what could help you with this, Peter? Also, like start taking walks around the neighborhood.
True.
Like go on walks by yourself, listen to music and everything, and that'll sort of like get you feeling comfortable with just like I'm living my life like myself. Like I feel independent and confident to do stuff, and you like sort of like learn how to like be with yourself and your own thoughts and not worry about the people around you.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I love being by my damn self. I am Renée Zellweger by myself.
Oh my God.
With 2 Oscars one day, and one for supporting actress, one for leading.
I don't know how you're gonna get actress, but sure,
it's gonna happen. Yeah. This is going to open doors for you, Peter. I'm excited. Also, see a movie by yourself? Yes. Yes.
Yes. Matt Steele.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments, Starline?
So speaking of seeing movies by myself,
let's see it.
I saw a movie by myself on Thursday, and it is Dev Patel's directorial debut called Monkey Man. And it is like this big, splashy, like action film where Dev Patel plays this guy. I don't think he has a name in the movie. Like his name is never revealed. And he is in India, and his spoiler alert, obviously, the village he grew up in when he was a child was taken over and destroyed by this sort of like shaman type of guy, but some like sort of spiritual leader in India who also had like weird corrupt political ties and political power as well. And was sort of like kind of culty. Like he essentially like took this village from all these villagers, like burned it to the ground and everything. His mother was killed in front of his eyes as a child because of this. And the entire movie is essentially him like planning his revenge against this man and like the people around him to take revenge on like his village and his mother. And the village for his people and his mother, and he does all these things. He is this underground like fight club member where he dresses up as a monkey, and he's essentially just like paid to lose in a fight and just bleed. Like he's essentially the person who people pay to see like get his ass kicked and like bleed out of his mask and everything. But because of that, he learned how to like fight real good and become real strong because you see all the steps he takes to sort of like plot this revenge. Like, and it takes all these like twists and turns. There's this one part where he is in this, I forget what it's called. It's like a special like community in India where it's like sort of like commune of like transgender and like queer women, and so he like links up with them, and there's this one fight sequence, like big spoiler alert, where like it's the big climax, and it looks like he's gonna lose because all these guys like are coming at him, and it's just him, and like suddenly like these like trans women like pop out of nowhere and just start kicking all these guys' asses. Like it's really, really fun. The fight sequences are so good, and just like for a directorial debut, like. I didn't even know Dev Patel was like interested in directing until I saw the trailer for this movie. But he was essentially like, I really wanted to be in an action movie, and no one was like considering me for these action roles. And so he's like, I'm gonna make my own damn action movie, and he's so good in the role. Like it's such a like interesting casting because he's like so. It works so like he does the action sequences really well, and he kicks so much ass, but also it's Dev Patel.
I know.
And so like he's so like sweet and sensitive and adorable, and like you just relate to him right away, and you're feeling for him right away. And so that's just such an interesting sort of character to have as the lead of an action movie. He's not this like huge like hulking figure. It's kind of just like, oh, I could do that. Like that could be me, you know. And so it's really, really fantastic, really visually great. And I'm excited to see what else Dev Patel has like in his little bag of tricks. Because for a first movie, like it's really, 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 really great.
Okay, good for Dev.
Yeah, so
multi-talented.
I'm proud of him. He's come so far since being that little child sitting there answering the questions in Slumdog Millionaire.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
So, and I also heard like a secret that he how he like moisturizes his hair a lot to give it that nice sleek look. He like puts like a type of like hand moisturizer or a body lotion, like lotion or something in his hair. And I'm just like, ooh, that sounds like a lot.
I was gonna say
it sounds hard to wash out, but it looks great on screen, baby, because that hair looks good.
All right.
Yeah. So congratulations, Dev Patel.
Congrats to Dev.
Oh, and justice for the Green. They're talking in the chat about the Green Knight. I am the Green Knight stan. Like that movie's fucking incredible. It came out in 2021, starring Dev Patel. And it's ironic because a lot of people who didn't like The Green Knight complained that there wasn't enough action in The Green Knight. So now, if you want to see Dev Patel do action,
there's a lot of action in this new one.
But also, if you think there wasn't enough action in The Green Knight, you're wrong because The Green Knight's a flawless film. Okay. Anyway, see Monkey Man, see The Green Knight, see Dev Patel. Do it all. Matt Palmer, what has been giving you moments?
So I only have a couple of little ones. Firstly, I'm going to reiterate every week until it stops being good. This season of Summer House, the original version, I think might be the best season it's had so far. It is riveting. Everyone is likable. The drama is good, but not overpowering. It's like a great mix of fun and drama. And I stand by West being maybe the best addition to the show since Paige joined in season 3. It just is great. Summer House Martha's Vineyard is also excellent. It's like a newer show, and so you can tell that the people are still kind of getting to know each other, but they just are naturally such great presences. And they had a new cast member named Noella, who is like the coolest person and like so honest and sweet, and like she's from Atlanta, so she's got a big accent like mine, you know. Noella's
Southern girl.
Such a great addition, and she's like trying to get with this guy Alex, who's like very, very cagey about everything. And she's like, no, I realize that I'm being crazy asking you not to flirt with people in front of me because you are very much single. I'm very much single, but like, that's how I feel. What do you like? So I just thought you should know that I am interested in you, and like, just so you know. And he was like, yeah, I'm just getting out of a lot of things right now. And like, you know, whatever happens. And like, I've been in situations where people put stuff on me. So, you know, thank you for telling me. It's like, Alex, use your fucking words. Like, what do you mean? Be honest with yourself and with her.
I mean, this is any guy dating, like trying to communicate.
But it's like, you can do it. You're an adult now. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. I don't get it.
Sometimes guys can't. Like, guys, not all guys are like me and Matt Palmer, where we can just talk and talk and talk.
Which is unfortunate.
I know. I do nothing better than communicate. Like,
I believe that.
I'm a Gemini, and that's what we do best.
Right.
And some guys just
he sucks at it, and he's like gorgeous and so tall, but like every time he talks it's like word salad. He's also one of like, he's very like vibey and very like trying to be centered, and he's vegan, and so she got him like a tofu sandwich, and he's like, I don't really like tofu, but I don't even know if he said thank you. Like, she went out to get it.
Come on.
He sucks. Alex sucks, and Noelle is great. Long story short, Summer House Martha's Vineyard is great. I also just want to give shout out to the new computer that I bought, because it has been working very well for this entire podcast recording.
I know.
And I appreciate
He
that.
told me today, he was just like, oh yeah, my old computer, whenever we would live stream, all I would hear was just the fans.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is something I've never noticed. It's like my hair. You're just like, it looks the same.
Right.
It always sounded great. Now it's quiet.
It's quiet, and like, it's just like when you use the computer while streaming, it's like, oh, I can tell you're really working hard, babe. And like, this new computer does not have that, so that is great. And lastly, I felt like there was one more thing that I wanted to talk about, but I've forgotten it. It happens sometimes, y'all. I hope that everybody had a great week, and I'm glad we've all gotten our taxes done.
Yeah.
It's been a lovely time.
It's only a few more days until we are in a new Taylor era. We're in a new Taylor era and a new Beyonce era simultaneously.
Right. And I will say,
I'm exhausted.
Yes, we're already exhausted, but I also appreciate that Taylor, since the Super Bowl, has kept kind of a low profile. Even though like this album is coming up, she could have been all over the place. But it's like, what we saw her like pictures with fans because she was in the audience at Coachella, like standing right next to Teresa Giudice from Housewives of New Jersey, which I thought was very funny.
Well, this makes me wonder though: is this album going to be like a huge bombshell? Because it's like, is this like a quiet before a storm?
I think it's Joe Alwyn should have a bunker ready. That's what I do think.
Okay,
that's what I think.
Get in contact with Renee and see where she's hiding. And I was thinking she showed the vinyl of the album.
She did.
And it seems clear.
Oh, did she? I didn't see that. It seems
clear to me. So, like, is the color of this era going to be clear? No color.
No color.
This is a colorless era.
I guess we will see this Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And we'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, cute. He is a little like Schwartz. Non-committal. Which, by the way, Vanderpump Rules is getting better. It's still not great. But Schwartz broke up with her strong. There's this girl who he was kind of with named Jo, and he was like half dating her and half not, and he like broke up with her this past week. It was so sad. She's just like this girl who like kind of knew about the Sandoval cheating and didn't tell anyone, so all the girls already hate her. So whenever she comes around, they kind of bully her a little bit. And then Tom Schwartz was like, oh, let's go to this singles event. And she's like, oh, I thought we were going to support Tom Sandoval, but we're actually going because Tom Schwartz considers himself single and wants to make out with girls in front of me.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
The men on Bravo are
awful.
Tough.
Joseph says, sorry to ask, but how did you watch Big Brother Canada again? I literally never watched reality TV, but you got me so into it last stream. I watched Big Brother. Big Brother Canada used to be on Paramount Plus.
Very mad about that.
And then it was taken off before I got to watch season 8. But season 9 is the one I talked about last week. Just, season 9 of Big Brother Canada. And it is on a website called Video Brother, videobrother.com or videobrother.net. I truly don't remember. Video Brother. Just look up that. And in the archive section, it'll have a dropout section for Canada. Just so you know, get an ad blocker for Video Brother because those ads pop up. And I even have an ad blocker. And still, every time I have to click play, like 4 times before each episode because an ad pops up, and then to expand it I have to click it 4 times because an ad pops up with an ad blocker. So it takes a lot to really get that episode going,
right?
But once you get a system for yourself, it's very frustrating, but it's totally worth it. And I'm hoping it's on Paramount Plus again at some point. The US Big Brother's on Paramount Plus,
right?
But
they should put it back.
They should.
Shit, you know what I was going to talk about?
What?
Monica from Housewives of Salt Lake City, who got fired, was on Nick Viall's podcast this past week. And she's in the past week been involved in a car chase with a former best friend. And B, she announced that she is pregnant. And it's like, you idiots could have been filming her during all of this, but you bent to the cast's will and did not have Monica come back for season, what is it going to be, 6, 5? I don't know what it is. She is reality TV gold. I can't believe they're not filming her right now with all this shit happening in her life.
Was she pregnant during the car chase?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We didn't know that. She just announced that she was pregnant.
All right, well, we're glad everyone's okay.
Everyone's okay. But man, it would have been a great season with Monica. And I feel like Bravo really, like, come on. I don't know what's happening in their filming process right now, but they literally would have gotten it on camera, her finding out she was pregnant. That would have been riveting. Justice for Monica.
Justice for Monica?
Sure. Is she a gossip blog or whatever?
But yes. I mean, who isn't? We're gossip bloggers. But except we show our faces and our names. But are those our real names? You don't know.
Sarah says the era color for TTPD is white. Yeah, and I've seen that white heart around. But it's like, how would you do a blank heart? Is there a blank heart emoji?
Maybe like a heart outline.
Yeah, let's see.
I guess it could be white. To me, like, folklore is like a very, very pale gray. So that's pretty much white. Like,
right.
To me, that color white is like too much like folklore to have it really stand out. I like the clear idea.
Okay. So what else are people up to? How are we doing this evening? Any more news we should talk about before we sign off? Before we get back, next time you'll see us, we'll be listening to fucking Taylor Swift. Live on Twitch.
Yeah, you'll see us on Twitch.
Can you please react to Perry Forget About Us? It's amazing. Yeah, we could do that at some point. It's just like, we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do.
We got a show. We got a live show.
We do.
Have to sing harmonies. That photo of the vinyl was the most Target-specific vinyl. That's Phantom something or another. I think that's why it's clear.
Oh, my gosh.
All we're going to see is Heather now, Ozempic face. Salt Lake City's going to suck.
I'm not excited. Oh, Tori Jerry. Thank you for joining the Patreon. That's so kind.
We're so excited to chat with you on the Patreon.
I know. We'll chat with you on the Discord right after this. Joe Alwyn run, my man. Grace, I've never met a person who's like a Joe Alwyn fan. And Grace is that. Grace loves Joe Alwyn, thinks he's so hot. I'm like, really?
Seems cute. He
looks fine.
Guy. Seems nice.
He looks fine.
We say we love him now.
I know. We'll
Grace,
have to see.
Are you going to be a fan of his?
Right. We'll have to see what the lyrics say.
Yeah. that album. We have not hit play on that album yet.
No, it could be a Taylor's Lemonade.
Oh, that poor man. If it's as good as we want it to be.
I know. It's gonna be a sucky week for him for sure.
I know.
Going to bed. See you guys Thursday. See you then, Vinny.
See you then. I think there were already 4 different shades of white to black vinyls, and the clear one was an extra variant, but I could be wrong.
Lord.
There was an April Fool's joke announcement for Heather the Musical, the movie starring Rachel Zegler, and when I saw the date,
I was sad. No, I saw that announcement too, and I love Heather's the Musical, and so I was sad as well. DeBrat turns 50 today. Yes, happy birthday, DeBrat.
Joe Allen hide until New York goes and then do interviews and hide again.
And then hide again. I mean,
yeah, that New Yorgos is coming out in June, July.
That's soon.
He's cranking them out.
I
He's
know.
like Taylor, cranking them out.
Did you see the Kelly Oki of Shaka Khan's Ain't Nobody? It was the first one I didn't really like. No, I didn't see that one. I need to watch it. Oh, Kweku's here.
Hey, Kweku.
Hey, Kweku. I didn't see you come in.
Ain't nobody.
It's a great song.
Love me better you. If it's a great song and Kelly is Kelly, she sounds great.
Yeah, maybe it's the arrangement.
What's the problem?
I don't know. We'll have to hear it.
I can't imagine it being bad.
Ain't nobody does me better.
You.
All right, y'all. I think I gotta go. I'm a little hungry, and I gotta get ready for Thursday.
He's got to go to the restaurant to come back.
Well, no, Jackson's bringing it back. He went and picked up Chipotle while we were recording.
What a nice.
I know, a wonderful man.
It's gonna be all
wonderful, amazing, justice for takeout.
That water's gonna be dripping all. I even don't like eating like leftovers from home, like that's been in Tupperware. To me, like Tupperware grosses me out.
Like that's I don't know. Wow. Someone is privileged. Does need takeout. Look at this guy. My God.
Like sitting at the restaurant. What can you do?
Yeah, it was the arrangement. She's saying the verse is weird, but it sounded great. Have y'all ever talked about Lauryn Hill on this channel? Heard the X Factor the other day and remember how amazing she is.
We had a patron request to do Miseducation, and we reviewed. We made that video. We made that video a couple years ago, like 2020. We did Miseducation. So that's on our Patreon.
Yes. And we should have included it in the best debut albums bracket.
Oh, shit.
And we didn't.
You fucked up.
Bitch, you didn't think of it. We could have written it in once I got to your house.
What would we have replaced?
I don't know. But it's like, would it have beat Jagged Little Pill?
Is it a debut album? Because it's just that.
Yes, it was her first solo album. It's a debut.
How many has she had after? Not many.
She had an MTV Unplugged.
With new music?
Look, I'm not in charge of Lauryn Hill's career. That was her debut album.
Listen, she did what she needs to do.
Did.
She Renée Zellweger.
She did. She got that album of the year and was like, goodbye.
Goodbye. That's all I need to do.
Justice for. I like all the Sugar Babes fans coming to our channel from the Justice for video.
Yeah, hi.
And they're like, you guys should make this a series. It's like, it is a series.
Yeah, we have a couple
I might create a playlist of all the Justice
Fors. I rewatched the Justice for Art Pop video.
Yes.
It's so good. It's such a cute video. We're just screaming about how much we love Art Pop.
Yes.
There's a Justice for 18s. There's a Justice for JC Chazé.
Oh, that's the JC Chazé people still.
Oh, they found us
there. They still watch that.
We still get comments on that video all the time. People are like, yes! Justice for the one guy, Can We Talk?
Tevin Campbell.
Oh.
Icon. Yes, these are all people that deserve justice. I guess next time you'll have to. It's your turn.
I was like, what can I do justice
what do you
for?
Want justice for?
Musicals that should have run longer.
Yeah.
Justice for Seussical?
Yeah.
Seussical the musical.
Do you love Seussical?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Do I love Seussical?
Well, I guess we know
I am a millennial Broadway fan. Seussical.
I will
everything.
say, and again, this is maybe how you felt hearing the words "girlicious" and "Sugar Babes." As a person who was in New York and saw Seussical, I always was like, that looks stupid.
You didn't see Seussical.
I didn't see it, but it was in the ether at NYU. There was talk of Seussical
because it was opened and closed in 2021.
Oh.
Or no, 2001.
Oh, I was gonna say 2021.
20 years prior.
There was talk of Seussical, and I was just like, oh, that sounds stupid.
Well, because at that point, it's not stupid. at that point, Seussical became very big in terms of mounting regional productions and tours and I think the rights were just made available in when you were started NYU.
Yes.
To do at schools and stuff like that. So people were very tuned into Seussical at that point. But when it was on Broadway, people were not tuned in enough. And it did not last.
We did do Justice for TLC, which I get. TLC is a very giant artist to request justice for. But
we did Justice for
we did. Because I don't think we talk about them enough. Sure. I don't. I think, sure, they're one of the biggest selling groups of all time, but we still should talk about them more. And then I'm telling you, one of the happiest moments I've ever had on the channel is when we were doing, I don't know, like a bracket for third albums or whatever, and you said I listened to Fan Mail and it's so fucking excellent.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable have like the taste, sir, because there are so many people out there that are like Quay Sexy Cool and then whatever, and it's like no. Fan Mail was excellent.
I was not anticipating Fan Mail being as good as it was. Justice for Carrie OBC. Do me a favor. Yes, Dylan.
I don't know.
Oh,
Carrie,
yes.
Carrie about like the blood girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, do me a favor. That
whole song?
Score. Yes, it's so good. I need to do a Justice for Carrie.
Clearly,
oh
my
God, Dylan, this is the next idea. Except
right.
I would want to talk about the whole musical. God damn it.
It would be like our fucking Carousel review where you just talked for a good 40
or like
minutes.
the musicals from 2003, 2004.
I'll just sit there and be like.
Anyway, sure. Matt Steele, I did pit orchestra in high school, and Amazing Maisie from Seussical is one of my favorite songs to play. Jeanine Lamanna was one of the best performances I've ever seen on Broadway stage in Seussical. Like, she was so good. Did you guys watch Coachella this weekend? No.
Yes.
Justice for Jessie Ware.
Oh yes, I like that newer album. That
I think it
feels good. It's good.
Justice for Once Upon and One More Time. I generally like the Legally Blonde musical more than.
Absolutely.
Legally Blonde the musical. No one here will disagree with you.
Yes.
Is a.
Do you think it's better than the film?
Yeah.
I think so.
I would say overall.
I think so too. When I watched the movie, and I don't know that I had watched it in full before seeing the musical, so maybe that was the problem. But when I watched it, I was like, where are the fucking songs? So like you are, like he's breaking up with you right now, and we're not going to sing about it.
It's so hard because it's like the movie is like such a staple,
right.
And so I feel like you could easily take the movie for granted.
Sure.
Which I don't want to do when comparing it to the musical.
The musical's a triumph.
The musical is excellent musical comedy,
Absolutely.
and it did not get it ran like a year and a half on Broadway. And it has, out of any show in the 2000s, I think has recouped the most money from like subsequent productions.
I believe that.
But it should have gotten much better reviews when it was on Broadway. Do Me a Favor was giving me moments like during COVID, and it's my obsession since searching it up.
Wow.
Did you watch the YouTube of the rehearsal of Do Me a Favor, Dylan? The rehearsal with Debbie Allen like screaming and just the choreography. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Joshua, how are you guys doing?
We're doing well. Thank you for asking.
Legally Blonde, the movie is perfect, but so is the musical.
It's hard to pick. Hard to pick.
Yeah. Have you ever seen American Idiot, the musical? I did not.
I have not listened to that.
I don't know much about Green Day or the album American Idiot, so this is why we need Justice for a video for it.
Yes.
Oh, Justice for Carrie is so fucking good. Oh,
okay. I guess that's what we're doing. Try to keep it to only, what do I usually give you? 3 or 4 songs? And
I might like have listened to like little sections of songs. I'll figure it out.
I'll
figure it out. You also need to see like some visuals as well. Because the design.
Well, babe, you'll be editing that.
The
so
design,
that's all you.
Yeah, that's on me. I'm willing to do that shit.
Sure. All right, y'all. I think I got to go.
Yeah. And the development they did with Emmett was so needed.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Yeah.
We'll see you in the Discord, Tori.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all very soon. I guess Thursday on Twitch.
Yeah.
See you there.
Bye.